shop has not shipped my hologram mask yet. We ordered it last week, ladies and gentlemen. It's 7 days. They may have gotten word that JD Graham was about to hit the scene and they didn't want any of it. I didn't want any of this Dynamite tonight, I'll tell you that right now, man. Not a bad show. Not a bad show. Boring. Very boring. But not a bad show. And Toni Storm is back. No longer timeless. She's rocker. Toni Storm. I like it. I like it. Good show, good wrestling, no real story to actually give a shit about. More of the same from Tony Khan and company. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the venue tonight. I got the Chi-Town Smark with me. We'll give you the best AEW podcast in the entire IWC and Collision Corner. We'll talk about it all, man. We're going to the venue. I got my beverage. Fuck this weather. I can't stand the rain in New York City. I want some sunshine, and I want an old-fashioned. And when I walk through those doors on this Wednesday night, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for December 11th, 2024. I'm your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTX venue inside my mother's basement. Thank you so very much for joining us on your Wednesday night, wherever you may be. As always, joined by my very good friend, co-host on Wednesday nights, the one, the only, the Chi-Town Smock. What's going on, brother?
Not much, bro. How you feel, man?
I'm bored.
Bruh, why are you bored, man? There's plenty of action on television.
I'm bored, bro.
Well, all right. There was no Beast Mortos tonight. So
No.
I get it.
No,
I get
man.
it. I get it.
No, man, we're living in a world right now where hologram is on the disabled list, bro. I don't know how I'm going to handle this life altering situation, man. I can't listen, man. I have to be honest with you, but I can't sleep.
Bro,
I'm having nightmares about how hologram he's not gonna be back for a while, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need a hug, man. I can't do it, man.
Relax. We have. Where the fuck did he go?
Oh my God, what am I gonna do?
Bro, we have Bandito. Bandito, the only guy in the Wild West without a gun.
Oh, you promise Bandito's gonna be back? You promise?
I do not promise that, but there'll be someone in a mask on TV. You can guarantee that, brother. Commander. We got Commander. Oh, I got a Commander update.
The Beast Mortos! All is good, man, when we got Beast Mortos on television, man.
Life is good when you get the Beast, man.
I know.
You know the E get the Beast incarnate. We got the Beast in Mortos.
I don't know. Maybe I should go to acting school, man. Maybe I have a career in acting if podcasting fails, you know? I do it all here, man. I act. I'm a fucking comedian, man. I know my shit, man. I do it all.
Yeah, man. You are full of it, bro.
Yeah, well, it's the first time I've been told that from someone in this community, but I'll keep those individuals at a distance. Listen, man, we got Toni Storm back, man. She's not timeless. It's not a timeless thing.
She's got plenty of time. Oh, I can't go timeless anymore.
No, that gimmick is in the garbage, bro.
No, what the?
That gimmick is in the garbage, man. You gotta evolve, man, creatively. Unlike Toni, man, you can't go back to the same tried and true, man.
This is bullshit, man.
I know.
This is bullshit.
I know. Listen,
what do I do now?
Well, you know what? Listen, let's hand our complaints to Christopher Daniels, and they will go unheard, okay?
Man.
That's what everybody else does.
Unheard for sure, man. Oh, okay. Well.
Who? What?
Nothing.
Has he done a piss poor job at head of talent relations? The answer is yes. Yes.
I don't know that.
You don't know that? Just read the fucking news. You don't know that.
I try to stay away from the internet news. I try to.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah. So sometimes it could be a good thing. Sometimes it will put me behind when it comes to, the news as it flows. But at the same time, I might miss a lot of the bullshit too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. This show tonight, I will say before we get the sickos in here, start waving their swords and their fucking knives at us, I would love someone to clip this. Seriously, I would love someone to clip this and see this clip floating around on social media. Oh, but JD always hates AEW, man. His fan base is always so they follow you everywhere. They recite everything you do and everything you say. Why are you speaking so meanly to Tony Khan? I'd love someone to clip this. This wasn't a bad show, Jesse. It wasn't a bad show at all. It was a good show. It flowed very nicely. It didn't feel like it was Fast and Furious out there. We got some really good wrestling tonight. And it's pretty much all I have to say, man. But the one criticism that I have of the show is the fact that it's fucking boring. And I said this last week. When you do so many bad shows that don't go anywhere and don't give you any reason to fucking care. And then you get into a nice rhythm of, I would say, good shows. They're not great by any stretch. They're good shows, serviceable shows. When you get into doing some good shows, it's still going to have that feeling of being bored. You're going to have that feeling of being bored. They didn't really forward any major storylines tonight. They didn't really get you excited about what's coming next week outside of the norm, man. We got great wrestling. We're going to get great wrestling next week. We're going to get great wrestling after that. The pay-per-view is going to have great wrestling. It's like, I just want a fucking story that I want to get lost in, man. You know, you watch your favorite show. You famously told me, man, you got to watch Breaking Bad, man. I was hooked after episode 1. I fucking binge watched that shit in 3 weeks. Because of the story, man. I was in. They sucked me in, man. I want to be sucked in to story, and right now we don't got that. But I mean, I guess they don't care. But as long as it's a great wrestling show, man, that's all the people care about.
Yeah, I also told you to watch The Sopranos. How'd that go?
I haven't started that yet.
See, there we go. See, you know, I can equate this show. I think I got a pretty good analogy for it. This is like watching a football game. All right, and we're in, like, you know, say we're in the fourth quarter, maybe the third, maybe we're late in the third quarter of the game. AEW is losing the game, say by 2 or 3 touchdowns or so. Okay, game's not over. All right. But AEW is on offense, and they come out running the ball up the middle, first down. Then they run the ball up the middle, second down. This episode, they ran the ball and barely got the first down, and now the clock is still running. The point is, it feels like AEW is in a position where they should be throwing the ball downfield, okay? We need some action. We need a spark to get the show flowing. We need something to pick up the pace. We need to score. You're not gonna come back and you're almost at the end of the game and you're just running the ball, trying to play small ball. You need to air them shits out. You need to throw downfield. You need to throw for the end zone. If nothing else, get your crowd behind you. Get some fucking excitement. Running the ball can be efficient, but you kind of want to be in the lead to do that. You kind of want to have the clock at your advantage. We don't have that right now. We need some fucking excitement, man. MJF came back. That's great. He didn't do a goddamn thing.
No, you barely
got beat up and left.
You barely even saw his face tonight. I'm like, I swear, bro. I swear to God, man. I thought, and this is just me fucking zoning out big time during this show because that's how I feel about watching this shit. I legitimately thought that they brought someone into cosplay MJF because we didn't see his face up until the end. I thought it was a stunt double for a second, that they didn't even bring this guy in. Everybody's complaining. We haven't seen him on TV. How you building a fucking match for the pay-per-view? And you don't got MJF on I swear to God, man, I thought there was a stunt double out there. And then we see him in the crowd, and he's like, at World's End, you're going to get fucked up, whatever he said in the crowd to Adam Cole. Yeah. I swear to God, I didn't even think it was him.
Yeah, I thought they just filmed a segment of him getting out of the car. And I thought he wasn't there. I'm like, okay, they filmed a segment of him getting out of the car, and they're probably going to show us a backstage interview. No, he came out. Like, oh, he's here in person. Okay. He came out, he got knocked on his ass, and he left holding his jaw. You flew MJF to wherever the fuck you were tonight just to get hit in the face and leave through the crowd. That's it. That's it.
The best promo you got in the entire industry, and he's fucking in and out after a super kick. Goodbye. Thanks for coming to Kansas City, man. Like MJF wants to be in fucking Kansas City, man. You're fucking kidding me.
That's it. I mean, were they filming his movie in KC? He even had a few minutes?
I certainly hope so. I hope there was a scene in fucking Happy Gilmore 2, man, that took place in Kansas City. Because he ain't showing up on Collision or Rampage.
Like, why? Don't even have him come. This goes back to him showing up at the pay-per-view for that match and then leaving. You've been better off not having him there. He didn't do shit. He did nothing. Why did he need to be there for this?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He had no impact on the match. He didn't help in protecting O'Reilly in that loss. He came up to the ring apron. Adam Cole laid his ass out and then turned around and beat Kyle O'Reilly. What exactly did MJF do tonight?
Oh, but they're building towards the Dynamite Diamond Ring, Strikeout Schmuck. You don't even know.
He didn't do anything. So now the heat is now turned up because Max showed up, came to the ring, got knocked off the ring apron, and then left. So Max's presence furthered what exactly?
Man, I hope MJF is getting paid really fucking good, man. I swear to God. And good for him, man. He opened up Tony Khan's, checkbook. He asked for whatever he wanted. He got it, and now he's coasted, man. He's like preserving his good years for the E, man, when he gets there.
Somebody's asking, was MJF really there? Guys, no shit.
Yes, he was there. Yes.
This is what happened. A car pulled up. Door opened for someone to get out. A hand came out. We saw the ring, and then that person got out. And we saw him from the back.
We saw his scarf too.
Yeah, then the person got out, and we saw him from the back, and we saw a scarf, and we saw him from the back, and we saw that he was here. Like, okay.
Swear to God, I thought it was a stunt.
Business could have just picked up right now.
Swear to God,
MJF is in the building.
I thought it was a stunt double, man. I swear to God.
So we're like, no, we're good. No, we're good. He's here. So then we get Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. All right. Par for the course. It's fine. MJF comes out, gets up on the apron. Adam Cole knocks him right back off. Was it a thrust kick? Was it a punch? It was something like that. Knocked him off the ring apron. He went down, face down, below the camera. He couldn't see him anymore. Cole won the match right after that. And then they showed MJF leaving through the crowd, holding his face, looking mad, like, and never saw him again. That was the entire presence of MJF on this episode. That was it. He never had a microphone in his hand.
Nope.
He never did anything that impacted the storyline at all. Never said a word. He could have had laryngitis for all we know.
Man, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall, man. When he gets to the building and he asks whomever, I don't know what the fucking protocol is there. Yeah. What am I doing over here, man? What do you got for me? And then they give him what they got, and he's like, what? No promo, no in-ring segment, nothing, no backstage vignette, nothing.
Match interview. Do I get to hang out with Renee? No.
If you watched this show tonight and then mysteriously got up from your couch and went to go do anything else, right? Make yourself a snack or a beverage, and you got up. You missed A, one of the more boring matches that you'd watch all year, and then B, you probably changed the fucking channel when you got back because you heard the fucking crowd silent as a church mass on Sunday, and then you probably missed MJF in the process because he came out after the fucking match, but the match was so fucking boring that nobody gave a shit if he was there or not. You probably don't even remember if he was there or not. No, at all.
We never even heard his music.
Nothing.
Never even heard. The segment happened in the middle of the show. It wasn't the main event. The women went on last. So presumably he came out, got knocked off the apron, and then went home. We never saw him again.
It's all right.
He presumably left the building mid-show.
What is it to do in Kansas City, chat? Anybody here from Kansas City? Is there a nice cocktail bar you could go fucking sit at till 2 in the morning, go back to the hotel, get some sleep, hop on a flight to Long Island?
Nothing. You can go see Larry the gas station cashier. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
What a fucking awful segment, man. We'll get into it. And they're still pushing this fucking Dynamite Diamond Ring, man. It's for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. They got a lot on the line. Give me a fucking break, man. My fucking patience is on the line. It's over. I've reached my limit. Fucking Dynamite Diamond Ring. Jesus Christ. That happened tonight. Toni Storm came back tonight. What else happened tonight? Did anything else happen tonight? Probably not, right?
We had a nice promo from Christian Cage, man.
Christian Cage got beat up by Hook?
Yeah.
They tried to recreate that feeling, man. It reminded me of Cody back in year 1, man. Remember that?
Yeah,
against Jericho?
The impromptu fights backstage and stuff and all that. Yeah. That was kind of reminiscent of that. But I like the promo from Cage tonight, though. It was pretty good.
Yeah, Christian Cage is eyeing the World Championship. He's got that contract. World's End main event has been announced. It will be Adam Page, Jay White, Orange Cassidy, and Jon Moxley in a fatal four-way for the AEW World Championship. You know, the World Championship that we haven't seen on television since Wrestle Dream. So that is the main event, and that was announced tonight. On top of that, we got Continental Classic matches to go over. Ricochet went one-on-one with Brody King. And if you thought Brody King was going to go over the much smaller Ricochet here, man, you lost some money tonight, man. I know. We'll talk about it. Orange Cassidy and Jay White teamed up against Jon Moxley and Pac in the opening match, tag team match. A little too much wrestling there. I'll get into my criticisms of that. And then after the match, they teamed the entire match for 20 minutes, and then they fucking end up turning on each other at the end of the match because Adam Page shows up. It's like, all right, but that's the waste of 20 minutes of my fucking Wednesday night for absolutely no reason. We'll get into that. Not a bad match, but my God, man, they just don't grasp common sense. And then we got Will Ospreay and Claudio, another Continental Classic match tonight. And we'll go over that. And again, Toni Storm returned tonight in the main event. It was Mariah May defending the Women's Championship against Mina. Mina was in the main event, Mina Shirakawa. And they pretty much blew past that feud, man. No rhyme or reason. Goodbye. In and out. You know?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That was the payoff, right?
That was the payoff. That was it. What payoff?
There you go. Main event. Dynamite. Winter is coming.
Yeah. Winter is coming. Mina is coming. And now Mina says goodbye. Goodbye. We don't need.
As Mina's coming, I'm happy.
I know. I think everybody in this chat's happy. Thank you guys for joining me here on the podcast, man. We're going to get into it all. Appreciate you as always. This is the Wednesday night Dynamite post on Off the Script. We're having a tremendous month of December so far. Trying to make it the best December of all time. Uploading right now, I think I'm 11 days in straight of uploads, man. So make sure you guys get into that and check out everything we talked about the last couple of days, man. Monday, we talked about Rey Fenix. Tuesday, we talked about Rey Fenix with the Solid Monster. Wednesday, today, more news on Rey Fenix, him deleting those tweets. So I gave you guys my entire thought on the process and on the situation. So go check that out. It's on the homepage. Speaking of the Solid Monster, we're live for episode 76 of Tuesday Night Titans. Great show last night. You guys killed it. 3,000 live. We did almost 1,200 likes live. The watch time on that video right now is sitting at 42 minutes, man. The longest in TNT history. So I know you guys are enjoying the show, and you're obviously sticking with us for a long time because the numbers are showing it. Thank you very much, man. That means a lot to us. Go check all that stuff out. It's on the homepage. Saturday night's main event. I will be live, shaping up to be a big night, man. They teased the Winged Eagle belt coming back for one night only. More of an aesthetic than anything, but Cody finally gets his wish. The Winged Eagle rumored to be back on Saturday night's main event as he defends the WWE title against Kevin Owens. I will be live, and it's going to be a big one. So make sure you guys
want to watch alone.
There you go. I think that's a good idea. I will be live for the review after the show is over, so you guys know where to find me, as always, right here live on YouTube and on Twitch. Shout out to my Twitch family over there. We are live simulcasting over there as well. Follow us on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Same thing for Jesse. Go follow him on X. Go follow him on YouTube. His YouTube channel is linked down below, so go and find him over there. As he just mentioned, he'll be doing a live watch-along for Saturday night's main event this Saturday. And please make sure you guys support, man. Leave a comment down below. Anything. Let us know what you thought of Dynamite. Let us know what you think of us. Any top stories that you want to talk about, let us know. Thumbs up. Let's try and get 1,000 likes tonight on the AEW Dynamite post. And super chats are open. Get them on in. We'll hang out at the end of the show. As always, great way to support the podcast. And an update on the hologram mask. AEWshop.com says that when you order the hologram mask, it's ready to ship. It's in bold letters right next to the item listing.
Okay.
I did not have the item ship yet. So I'm still waiting. We ordered it legitimately Thursday last week. So right now it still
hasn't shipped.
It hasn't shipped, no.
It says it's ready to ship.
It says it's ready to ship. We haven't shipped it yet. I go to check the status of the order. It says still processing.
See what I mean it's wonky.
I know.
I don't get it, man.
I don't know. All right, man. You know what time it is, man. It's everybody's favorite segment on the show, man. I'm gonna leave it to you. I know we got something to go over, don't we?
What segment do we have to go over, man? I don't. What
Didn't something happen Saturday night?
Saturday night. Let me see. Saturday night. Oh wait, I got something right here. We got this week's Collision Corner.
Oh my goodness! It's coming. Collision Corner's coming, man. There he is.
All right. Let's get it going. We are live this week from Columbus, Ohio at GalaxyCon in Columbus.
GalaxyCon. What is GalaxyCon? It's a circle jerk of geeks. I'm aware, I think, right?
I have no idea.
Dungeons and
what
Dragons,
I do know,
right?
What I do know is they have
Gathering Pokemon, right?
What I do know, they have an extremely small venue at whatever GalaxyCon is.
Well, they couldn't sell 1,000 tickets for this show in a normal venue.
I mean, bro, it was tiny.
Did they have 1,000 people there?
I don't think there was 1,000 people.
Okay, well, there you go.
It was very tiny. But, like I said, I digress. We get Darby versus Sin Cara. Darby goes over. We have Willow versus Serena Deeb.
Sin Cara.
Commander Sin Cara, same thing.
Serena Deeb.
We get Willow versus Serena Deeb. Willow goes over, very slow match, God.
Now, can you confirm something for me? Did she come out with a Nobody Cares t-shirt?
Yes, she did. It's called Speaking the Truth. Is what it's called.
Man, they make it too easy, man. They make it too easy.
They do. Slow match, easily the worst match in Serena Deeb's AEW career. Easily. We get the Death Riders. They came out. They said nobody's ready. Darby came out. He said he's ready. Then the Death Riders proceeded to kidnap Darby Allin on live television. Probably, I'm assuming, to give him the death wish that he's been asking for.
I'm not ready for Dynamite or Collision.
Nope.
Anyway.
Nope. FTR. They stopped Darby from being killed.
Oh man, Dax, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
And the Death Riders seemingly shift their focus over to Darby Allin.
You know, Dax, I'm still waiting for that coffee date, bro. What happened? I know you're a man who loves his caffeine, bro. What's going on there, man? I'm still waiting.
They shift their focus not from Darby Allin to FTR. Sorry.
So wait. What did you say? They wanted to clean the backstage floors with ammonia? What happened?
I'm trying to conduct a segment over here.
They took upon janitor duties on Collision, bro? Is that what you're saying?
I'm trying to conduct an important segment right here. These people need to know what happened on Collision.
Listen, man, Dax and important don't go in the same sentence, man. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
And you wonder why the guy don't like you. Oh,
join the list.
Interesting note. Serious, interesting note. I don't know if this was a production gaffe or if this was AEW taking a page out of Triple H's backstage interviewing, but a wild random Abaddon just poked up out of nowhere in full makeup at the very end of this Death Riders backstage segment for some reason.
Don't tell me she's joining the Death Riders, man.
I don't think Marina's gonna have that happen. Not at all. But I figured I would throw that in.
Wow, man, she graduated from Ring of Honor, you're telling me.
Maybe. Huh? Maybe. We move on back to the Continental Classic. Kyle Fletcher defeats.
Wow, do we got the right Kyle Fletcher now? Let me ask.
I'm not gonna look him up on Twitter this time.
I hope not.
We got Kyle Fletcher defeats Kazuchika Okada with a low blow.
Whoa, it's a big one.
Has to be the biggest win of Fletcher's career, no? We have the Beast Mortos.
Oh my God!
beat up the former Mr. Bailey in literally 1 minute.
Can I ask why this match was on Collision?
Because the Beast Mortos. Man, what is...
Frank the attorney! Oh my God, man! He had to get some extra work in before he went back to the office on Monday, man.
Do you want to see a world in Collision where there is no Beast Mortos?
I want to see a AEW without Tony Khan and these luchadors, man. That's what I want to see.
I'm talking about the Beast. I digress again. Top Flight is imploding. That Top Flight is crashing down. Mina came all over Emi Sakura.
Whoa! That sounds fucking nasty, man. I'm sorry.
I'm reading my notes, and this part is true. In a match that was sponsored by Poker Now.
I don't think anybody wants to be coming on Emi Sakura, bro.
In a match sponsored by Poker Now.
Well, that's anything but a full house, bro.
Probably, and this is not even exaggerating, that was probably the absolute worst wrestling match in the absolute history of Collision.
Well, Emi Sakura's in it. I'm not surprised.
It was terrible. Mark Briscoe defeats Daniel Garcia.
Whoa!
Match was fine. Nothing exciting going on in that or around that.
Well, he got a win in the Continental Classic.
He got to win. He got pretty much the same start that he did last year. In a nutshell, he started off slow, then supposed to pick up. They made it a point to remind you of that in the show.
Poor Danny Garcia, man. That TNT title is absolutely fucking worthless.
Pretty much. And that is this week's Collision Corner. And always remember, guys, I watch Collision so you don't have to.
Oh my God, how many people are going to complain about that fucking ending line, man, in the IWC? Oh my God, Jesse, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Jeez. Cut my music.
I like this music, man.
I think I want to find different music.
No. The chat loves this music, bro.
No. Don't get me wrong. I like the theme of the music. I just think I want to find a different kind of like circus music. I like the theme of the music. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But we'll work on that.
All right, man. Dynamite. Enough fun and games here, man. That's this week's Collision Corner. You guys know the deal. How many of you guys appreciate this man watching Collision show so you don't have to, man? Seriously.
Just so you guys don't.
This is like the Lord's work being done, man, for free, you know?
Look, and anybody who clipped that segment before, look, I watch it for those who do not want to watch it. If you watch it, great. As a matter of fact, watch it with me. I'm normally doing a watch along for it. I couldn't do it this week, family stuff. And this week coming up, I'll be watching Main Event. But after that, join me. I'll be watching it live.
Dynamite started off with not an in-ring promo or setting up a major storyline. Continuing from last week, we go right to the pro wrestling, man. Jon Moxley and Pac. He's out there with Wheeler Useless and Marina Shafir against Switchblade Jay White and Orange Cassidy. Tag team match here. And this went 14 minutes. 20 minutes if you want to add all the fucking introductions. 14 minutes. And Jesse, this match went 14 minutes only to end in a disqualification. Let's get into it. We got the match started, and we'll pick it up right when we saw Christian Cage. Christian Cage was in the luxury suite above the fans. Christian Cage, Nick Wayne, Mother Wayne, and Kip Sabian were watching from afar with his contract. They fought back and forth for a while, all four of these guys in the ring. Things didn't really get going until about, I would say, 3/4 through. And we get Cassidy and Mox exchanging momentum and big moves. Cassidy set up for an orange punch. Moxley grabbed him from behind, put him in a sleeper. Cassidy escaped quickly by flipping out of it. Cassidy caught Mox in a tornado DDT. Pac comes in, went after Orange Cassidy. Cassidy countered into a slumdog millionaire. Jay White gets in there. Moxley kicked away at him. Cassidy caught Mox with a beach break, which looked very weak, by the way, for a near fall. Everybody was making fun of it online. It looked very weak. Useless stood on the ring, and he distracted the referee as Cassidy set up for an orange punch. Cassidy fended off Shafir, and he kicked her away down to the mat. and then gave Useless an orange punch. He turned and punched Moxley. He started playing up to the crowd. He signaled for another orange punch, and all of a sudden, Adam Hangman Page charged into the ring, and he starts attacking everybody in sight. And the referee calls for a disqualification. Bryce Remsburg was the official in this match. Cassidy yanked Hangman off of Moxley after he caused the DQ. He was upset that Hangman caused the DQ here. Hangman punched him down. Jay White then punched away at Hangman. Cassidy leapt at Hangman with an orange punch, but Hangman ducked, so the punch hit Jay White. Cassidy gave Hangman an orange punch. White gave Cassidy a Blade Runner. Excalibur then goes on to say Mox must have been cackling with delight because of all the turmoil between all three of these guys who want so badly to win the AEW Championship. So we cut to Pac, Yuta, and Mox all smiling at ringside. Then they charged into the ring and attacked Hangman, Cassidy, and Jay White as the segment came to a close with all three guys laid out. Now, my problem with this is Jesse, we went 14 minutes, like I said, about 16, 17 minutes with all the introductions. And the match ends in a disqualification. Now, this is the problem for me, and this is going to be genuine criticism. The problem with me is sometimes AEW just doesn't know anything but we got to give them pro wrestling. This did not need to go 15 minutes, 16 minutes. It did not need all the pro wrestling that we got. I felt like we were watching four guys who were wrestling for the tag team championships in a competitive match. It did not embody and it did not give off the feeling of two guys in Jay White and Orange Cassidy who are looking at the Death Riders and wanting to legitimately beat the shit out of them. I'm not looking at Jay White and Orange Cassidy in any way and saying, man, this is heated. This is two baby faces here right now in the company that want to stand for the right and the good of AEW. They want to stop Jon Moxley and what he's doing with the Death Riders to AEW. I didn't get any of that. I didn't get any sense of that whatsoever. We got a regular standard straight up tag team match with fucking tags and rest holds and headlocks. And then the action kind of picked up, and then Adam Page comes in there and he showed more fire in the closing moments of this match, causing the DQ, than all four of these guys did for a fucking takeover angle with the group that's trying to take over AEW. And then we get the miscommunication at the end, and Jay White teamed with Orange Cassidy here. He had no problem fucking laying out Orange Cassidy after he just teamed with him for 15 minutes. It's like, man, oh man, it's like, you don't need to go overboard with the pro wrestling, man. This match could have been suitable at 7 minutes and high intensity, flair, fire, you know, and then Page comes in and fucks things up. But we go 15 minutes only to get to that, man. It's like they wasted our fucking time tonight.
So, yeah, here's what I took from that ending. I think, you know, I remember when AEW went and they wanted to condition us to make sure that we understood that some matches could end in a draw and some matches could end in a DQ. And then they did it so rarely and it was appreciated like when it happened. I don't mind this. Okay, so I don't mind this DQ as a concept here. But the bigger picture for me is they're using it too much. We're getting too many draws nowadays. We're getting too many DQs nowadays. And the only reason I could appreciate this for what they meant to do is because they used it. It was the intention was to get us to the fatal four-way that we're getting for the heavyweight title. It also makes no sense how they managed to get us there. You know, someone pointed out to me tonight that why would Moxley book himself into a fatal four-way? Normally, it would be some kind of babyface authority figure who came out and says, hey, I'm tired of this nonsense. You guys need to get this crap out. As a matter of fact, you know what we're going to do? Since you want to act like that, Moxley, fatal four-way. Now you got to face all three of these guys in one damn match. How you like them apples? But Mox came out and pretty much did it himself. He pretty much booked himself into a ridiculous corner that no champion would want to be in. Now, one could argue, well, he's trying to find someone who can take the throne that he is on top of. That's been his whole spiel, his whole thing in his promos. No one's ready to be a leader. No one's ready to be champion. So since he's already decided that, he's going to put himself in a fatal 4-way match, which is like, has to be the most disadvantaged championship match, that one could have. He booked himself in it. Why would you do that? Why would you not face a number one contender? Maybe a triple threat if you're feeling froggy, but a fatal 4-way, I'm not quite understanding why the heel champion would want to book himself in a match where it puts him at complete disadvantage. At this point, he comes out victorious in that. Isn't he becoming the babyface here? I'll beat all 3 of you mofos and then do it and then walk away. Now what? Everybody in that match with Moxley is going to look like a complete schmuck when all 3 of them had an opportunity to dethrone him and they all failed. And he booked himself into the match and called his shot and did it.
Well, let me try and take a stab at this because, for all the fucking half-witted idiots out there that say we don't give constructive criticism, I mean, we're just going to fucking shut you up for good, man, and just make you look like a fucking idiot. Jon Moxley is somebody that wants to right AEW, man. He wants to get rid of the egos. He wants to get rid of the laziness. He wants to basically start fresh and get rid of all the fucking poison that AEW has accumulated over the 5 years. He's not a traditional heel. He's the heel. He's the bad guy, but he's not a traditional heel. He's not the cowardice heel. He's not going to take the cheap way out. He's not going to shy away from fights and confrontation. All 3 of these guys have egos. Adam Page has a fucking ego. Adam Page doesn't give a shit about anybody else but himself. He wants the world championship. Jay White doesn't give a shit about anybody else. He wants the world championship. Orange Cassidy has now proven that he wants the world championship, and he's got his eyes set on the world championship, and he wants Jon Moxley, and he doesn't give a shit about anything else around him. So you got 3 guys in there. Page, who's a tweener. Jay White, I would assume, is a babyface. And Orange Cassidy's a babyface, who all want the world championship for themselves. They don't want the world championship for AEW. They don't want to take it back from Jon Moxley. They have ego problems, and Moxley wants to rid.
Darby came out and said he doesn't even care if he gets the title or not.
Well, that's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't know why you say that, but these guys want the world championship for themselves. They don't want the world championship to make AEW better. And Moxley challenging these 3 guys in a fatal 4-way match to him doesn't really mean much of anything because look at who he's got backing him. He knows he's got the manpower. He knows he's got the backup in the Death Riders. So going into this match, against these guys, 3 against 1, it's not really 3 against 1. It's 5 against 3. So that's why he did it. So
they can't work together anyway.
And the other thing, it's all out for themselves at that point. But Excalibur did say on commentary that if they do come together as a united front, they can take the world championship off of Jon Moxley, and then Death Riders would be no more, and AEW would be saved. But that's not what they want. They all want the world championship. And no united front is going to happen at World's End. They are going to be every man for himself, and Moxley knows that. That's why he did what he did, and that's why he said what he said tonight. So that's my stab at it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm in the ballpark, somebody let me know. But that's what I kind of get out of this entire storyline so far.
Yeah, maybe. That could be it. It's very unconventional the way they're going about the whole ordeal. As a matter of fact, Moxley running around roughshod, or as they like to want to think that he's running around roughshod right now. Who is he in a battle with? I know it's against AEW, but who are you
talking about? Moxley?
Yes. Okay. I compared this to like Austin and McMahon, the big main storyline. You got one guy who wants to be in charge and one guy who doesn't want them to be in charge. And so we got Moxley doing his hostile takeover thing, and he's in charge and he wants to run the company. Who is he fighting against actually in the company? Theoretically, it would be Tony Khan. This is not your company anymore. Then who's anymore? It was Tony Khan's company. Are you saying it's not? So what is Tony Khan doing to get his company back from Moxley, who seemingly have taken it hostage?
Nothing, Jesse. The whole storyline sucks. You want the flat out answer? The whole storyline makes 0 sense whatsoever. It's fucking terrible. That's exactly what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a terrible, illogical, logic gap-ridden storyline. That's what we're dealing with.
That's the part I'm trying to figure out. This whole thing jumped off. The first people we had to the defense of AEW was the Dark Order and everything. They seemingly shifted from that, and they've given us, some different guys that come to the defense of AEW. But again, the guys that Moxley is defending the title against, it's not like they were in charge of AEW. So who is he trying to? I mean, who is Moxley and the Death Riders in this battle against? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know. Right now they're in a battle with nobody. Nobody has stood up for AEW but Darby Allin, and Darby Allin's a fucking loser. He's in this tournament for the Continental title. If he wants to fucking go after Jon Moxley, then go after Jon Moxley. You're fiddling your fucking thumbs in the Continental Classic, a tournament you're not even going to win.
Yeah.
And then he's lost already in this tournament. He lost to Claudio single-handedly, fucking easily by Claudio. Got a victory over Darby. I'm supposed to look at this guy as the fucking future of the company and the guy that's going to beat Jon Moxley to the World Championship? I don't think so.
Yeah.
The storyline sucks.
Let me check into this. Go ahead. Let me check into this.
Who do we have coming to the defense of AEW? Nobody. We've had the Dork Order. We have Action Andretti. Bunch of jobbers. Now we got Page, who should be the world champion at this point right now. And he's not. That's what Tony Khan wanted. He's in this thing. He's not going to win the world championship. Jay White's not going to win the world championship. Orange Cassidy's not going to win the world championship. So we're right back to square one. None of it matters. None of it makes sense. And AEW is parading around. Oh, look, we have addressed the criticisms of the critical fan base who shits on everything we do. We're going to continue to shit on what you do because none of these men on the 29th, or whenever it is, will take the world title from Jon Moxley. So you are theoretically wasting our time. There's nothing to believe in with these three guys. Zero. There's no reason to believe Moxley's going to lose the world championship. He's not been threatened yet. Nobody has been pushing his buttons. Nobody has had the Death Riders' backs against the wall. And nobody will until Kenny Omega and the Elite come back. And then the storyline will completely fall off a cliff and their ratings will sink lower. It's a fucking waste. Christian Cage. He was in the luxury box still, even after the match was over. He reacted to the Fatal 4-Way that was just announced for the pay-per-view. Said he has a problem with every person in the match. He said Jay White cost him the world title at Full Gear. And so did Hangman when he didn't live up to his end of the bargain. He said Cassidy is just a little pissant who gets on his nerves. He said Moxley has what he wants. He says he'll be waiting on the other side and send Moxley into a tailspin. He says he'll cause Moxley to drink again, and then that will send him back to rehab. Christian says he is the face of TBS now and forever, and the next AEW World Heavyweight Champion. So he's in the skybox, the luxury box. He's cutting this promo with a microphone deep into the luxury box, and you see over his shoulder, through the glass door of the luxury box, Hook is staring into the luxury box. He had the door locked at Christian Cage. Hook, with his hand wrapped, breaks through the glass, opens the door, and we get Christian being beaten up by Hook. He's throwing him around the luxury suite. He put Christian in a red room. He tried to toss him over the barricade off the luxury box into the crowd down below. Thank God that did not happen. He pulled him back into the suite. He threw him over the counter and covered him in food. Sabian and Nick Wayne finally make the save. And Christian at that point had already bailed. And Hook, he ran after Christian Cage. And then his geeks here, Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian, ran after Hook as the segment came to a close. I thought this looked great. I thought it was very well shot. Christian's great. He obviously wants the world championship. He's threatening with the contract. I thought the shot of Hook peering through the glass was fucking great. This was probably one of the best visuals on the show tonight. It definitely reminded me of when Cody broke the glass to the luxury box way back when in the time machine when Chris Jericho was in the luxury box. I don't remember what the reason was for, but it was Cody breaking down the luxury box door and a brawl happened and it was just fucking real and it felt like very, very rebellious. It was like, this is AEW. That's the AEW I remember. This was like a segment that they wanted to kind of restore the feeling of that. And that's the vibe I got from it. I enjoyed this. I don't really give a shit about the story, but But I thought the visual and the beatdown, Jesse, was actually very well executed.
Yeah, I did enjoy the segment. Like I said, I like the promo that Cage gave earlier, and the segment as well. I thought it was well shot. I mean, like I said, I thought it was pretty damn good, man. How can you not enjoy a Christian Cage promo? You know, I mean, it does feel like everything that he's doing right now is just gonna lead up to Copeland's return, though. But I'm okay with that. I mean, if he's gonna come back, I kind of want to see them go at it again.
Yep.
I also want to see them be, work together before this run is all said and done. So I'm not sure how they're gonna come across and do that. But I'm here for the ride for that one. But this segment was fine for me. So like I said, this was a part of the reason why the show was not too bad tonight.
Yeah, I thought this was very well done. I'm sure we'll get this match at World's End, being that we did not get it at the last pay-per-view. So they are definitely building towards that. They did take a couple of weeks off with it, and by them doing that, it just kind of throws a little wrench into the entire momentum of the storyline, but hopefully they could pick it up, and we'll get that at World's End. So one criticism I want to make of this, Tony Schiavone on commentary. They cut to Excalibur, Schiavone, and Nigel McGuinness after the Hook beat down in the luxury suite with Christian Cage. Schiavone yells, "That was a great Dynamite moment."
That kind of ruined the moment.
Can I just say, for whoever's watching me or gets wind of this, Tony Schiavone is one of the most offensively bad, he's fucking terrible. He is fucking terrible at what he does. He is nothing more than a hype man on commentary, and it comes off so rah-rah every week that it's fucking nauseating to listen to. And then Tony Khan has the fucking gall to put this guy as lead voice on Saturday Night Collision and not want to pay Ian Riccaboni to fucking do the whole show on a Saturday night, which would make it infinitely better than it is now. I don't understand why we are still in 2024 going into 25 manning the commentary booth with Tony Schiavone. Excalibur's fucking terrible too, man. He started off fine, but my God, man, I can't stand this commentary team. Probably the worst commentary team in all of pro wrestling. Nigel McGuinness excluded. He's fucking great. But these two guys, man, they are fucking absolutely abysmal to listen to.
I don't mind Schiavone.
I think he's terrible.
I like Schiavone. I could do without Excalibur, but I don't mind Schiavone. But that could also be a little bit of nostalgia because I enjoyed Tony Schiavone in WCW as well. You said you didn't watch WCW in his
No, I didn't mind him there. He wasn't a fucking a shill then. Now he's a hype man. It's like he bleeds AEW. Everything he says, man. Like, I get it, bro. I get it. You're a spokesman for the company.
Yeah, I don't know if that stuff is being fed to him or what. I'm not sure. But personally, I don't mind Tony Schiavone at all. I don't like, like you said, I don't like what he said tonight. When you say stuff like, "Oh, this is a moment," it kind of reminds me every WrestleMania season when commentary has to go out there and say, "Oh, this is a WrestleMania moment." Not anymore, it's not. Not anymore, it's not. You just fucking ruined it. All right? Stop saying that shit. I mean, let's let it be organic and let it be. Don't label it as it happened. I mean, come on. It just it makes it come off as pushed and forced, and nobody likes that.
Hook breaks into a luxury suite to get the guy he's feuding with and then threatens to throw him off the fucking balcony down below. And then Tony Schiavone, what a Dynamite moment! Like, what?
Don't do that.
This guy just tried to kill somebody else on your fucking roster. What a moment.
What
are we, a fucking video game, bro?
To you, the commentator, it should be, "Oh my God, I can't believe this just happened. Something catastrophic could have happened. Why is this happening? Where's security?" No, you just hashtagged it for us live. What a great moment. Stop. Let it happen organically. When Mick Foley went off the top of the fucking cage from The Undertaker, you didn't come out and hear Cole say, or Ross. You didn't hear Ross say, "Oh my God, what a great pay-per-view moment. Tag this. Somebody clip it for the internet." Just let it be. Just let it be.
Unless you're Michael Cole, who called Shane McMahon jumping off the cage at WrestleMania when he landed through fucking crash pads.
Reading it from his notes.
One giant leap for mankind! Fuck out of here, man. Jesus
Organic
Christ.
moments. Just give your honest. You would never hear Morrow say some shit like that.
Never.
He would just give his honest emotion, and that honest emotion helps make it a great Dynamite moment. Not you telling us that it's a great Dynamite moment.
So fucking bad, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That this show is terrible. I can't stand when they do shit like this, but I had to call that out. We got Bandito. Oh, my goodness, man. Bandito is coming back. We got another vignette in the Wild Wild West. They played up his Western persona in a little movie-style, movie-esque vignette. Bandito arrived in a Western town as the Outlaws are all waiting for his arrival. They tried to arrest Bandito because he was on a wanted poster last week. He showed up this week on horseback. Bandito got off his horse. He looked ready to fight. And they charged at him, man. Did he pull out his pistol? Did he pull out his revolver, man? No, he pulls out his Hurricane Rana, man. Oh, my goodness.
When was the last time you saw any kind of outlaws in the Wild West with no guns?
I don't know, man. Instead of trying to recreate fucking John Wayne over here, he's pulling out Hurricane Ranas and fucking overhead belly-to-belly suplexes. They charged at him. They tried to arrest him. He fought back. He flipped out of their grip. He back body dropped one of them. He did some flip moves. He did overhead suplex. And that was the end of the segment. He walks away, taking all of the Outlaws out. And I guess he's now headed to AEW Dynamite. I will say, though, he looks fucking great, man. I've always loved Bandito's look, man. Because you see the Commanders and you see the holograms and you see the Beast Mortos. Beast Mortos got a cool looking mask. He tries to be different. He looks aesthetically different. Same thing with Bandito. We make fun of them and we make fun of Tony for liking his Lucha Libre. But Bandito, man, he looks fucking great. And man, is he built. Love the mask. He looks great. Hopefully they do something with him. I'm not really holding my breath, but he looks in great shape and he's got a great look.
Yeah, be a spot for him on Collision, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna nitpick. I'm gonna nitpick this segment. I mean, because it was shot well, okay, and it did come off as looking cool, but just so it just made a little bit more sense. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna nitpick it. How about these bad guys that Bandito was going up against? No one had guns in the Wild West. I would have had them try to pull a gun, and then Bandito comes off with a wrestling move or a fucking obnoxious steel chair to knock the gun away. I was just do something to eliminate the fucking pistols of the Wild. Have some guy doing the and while he's doing that, Bandito just fucking chucks him with a Hurricane Rana or some shit. But it just comes off. I see an old West type segment. I expect to see horses, whiskeys, cowboys, and guns. That's what I want to see. All of it. I saw no whiskey and no guns.
Bro, if you want to see all that, man, fire up your PlayStation 5 and play some Red Dead Redemption, okay?
I'm thinking about playing that game. I haven't played it at all.
I mean, you want guns on TBS, bro? Really?
Do you watch TBS?
I don't watch TBS.
Have you ever seen a movie on TBS with a gun?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
The answer is they're all over the goddamn place.
This is a pro wrestling program, bro. There are children in the front row.
Are they eating cookies at Sam's Club or some shit?
Double chocolate chunk cookies!
Fuck. These assholes were at the fucking promo. No wonder nobody was there.
I saw a video of this cringy family tonight, bro. They grilled Wagyu steaks. How do you pronounce it? Wagyu, right?
Wagyu. You can grill. We can grill Wagyu.
Okay, they said why Wagyu steaks.
Wagyu. It's Wagyu.
They grilled Wagyu steaks on the grill, and then they put it in between a Costco bun with lettuce and tomato, and then they started giving it 5 booms, bro. It's on Twitter. Nothing on it, man. No sauce, nothing. Steak in between buns, and then they did boom.
They grilled a Wagyu steak and just put it on a Costco bun.
And a Costco bun, yeah.
And then they said boom over it?
And then they put boom over it, yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't know who's buying Wagyu steaks at Costco, but
Yeah, I don't know if they sell.
I mean, this is who Tony Khan's dealing with, man.
At least not real fucking Wagyu.
Cringiest family in America, and they don't know how to properly grill a Wagyu steak, or I should say, eat a Wagyu steak.
No. Shit. These guys are heels. How are they not heels at this point?
I don't know. You know what I find funny? That Tony flew them into this all-in press conference, but he seemingly can't pay Ray Phoenix's medical bills, man, or get Ricky Starks on television, man. What are we doing here, man? Seriously.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
They flew on the private jet to Globe Life Field, man, and we can't get Ricky Starks on television because Tony thinks he's friends with Cody Rhodes, man, and that doesn't deserve a spot on television, man. Am I close? Am I a little close to the fire, man? I don't know.
I
love my conspiracy theories, man. What can I say? But are they really
shit I expect MJF to do. You did. What, did they put ketchup on it too?
Listen, knowing this family, man, I guarantee you they put fucking great value ketchup on
they put A1 steak sauce.
Probably,
on it, didn't they?
Yeah, probably. Probably. I'll send you the video when I'm done. You can watch it. Yeah.
God, what the fuck?
Yeah,
man?
Brian in the chat, there was 20 people there. Yeah, there was 20 people at that press conference, man. They got Mercedes out there. They got fucking Tony looking around clueless. They got Mercedes out there.
Was she doing the stupid CEO dance?
Globe Life, say hello to your CEO.
Let me stop. It's gonna be a fucking gift now.
I know. Yes, that was this week. I don't know, man. I don't know. Go watch the Ray Phoenix stuff, man. Great content. Great content on the channel.
I know we were talking about going to Texas in the summer. I don't know if I want to go now.
I don't know, man. It's probably going to be hot as balls. Probably going to be 110 degrees, dry, right?
Yeah, I don't.
At least it's in Dallas and not Houston, man. I could see there being some good eats and some good cocktails in Dallas.
It's in Arlington. How far is Arlington from Dallas?
It can't be far. Can't be far. Yeah.
Let's ask Google. How far is Arlington, Texas from Dallas?
Google's got the answer.
30 minutes away. Okay.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Speaking of not bad, Will Ospreay, Claudio Castagnoli, Continental Classic Gold League match. This was, I believe they said, a first time ever between them. It's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah.
So we pick it up here. They did go to a picture-in-picture, and we'll pick it up after the break. Ospreay tried to battle back because he was on the defensive here. He did a pip cheerio, and Claudio hit him in midair with an uppercut, and we go to a commercial break. Claudio had a sharpshooter that was applied during most of the picture-in-picture break. We come back, and Ospreay sprung out of it into a springboard hurricane, a handspring corkscrew for a reset. Running boot in the corner from Ospreay. Fought back. He got a suplex and a standing sky twister press for 2. He then took a little bit too much time. Ospreay missed with a hidden blade. He then avoided a Ricola bomb. And Claudio transitions that miss into an octopus hold. Claudio got to the ropes. And he went back to the arm. Double stomp to the back. Gut wrench lift for 2. Now they're both in the corner. Ospreay fought off a superplex, tried a leap of faith, rolled through, ate a Claudio uppercut, turning Ospreay inside out. So at this point, he's thinking he's got the match won. He's just toying with Ospreay. This fired him up. Big uppercut battle between the two. Ospreay ducked one, hit an Os cutter. Claudio wisely rolls to the outside after the Os cutter. We go back inside. Ospreay wanted a hidden blade. He ran into a pop-up uppercut. Claudio took his elbow pad off. Hit a home run lariat. Ospreay kicked out. And Claudio wanted the neutralizer, went right to it. Ospreay got a jackknife cover for the Flash Fluky pin 1, 2, 3. And Will Ospreay beats Claudio for the first time in this tournament. He suffers a loss and gets his 3 points. Post-match, Claudio attacked, hit a neutralizer before getting a chair. Darby made the save with a baseball bat. Claudio ran off through the crowd. And then all of a sudden, we see the graphic for next week's match because it's Darby Allin going one-on-one with Will Ospreay. So he'll get his 3 points back next week Or I could see them actually going to a draw, to be honest with you. Do you really want to beat Darby again in the tournament? I don't know what Tony's going to do there.
You can't have it on the draw, man.
I mean, that's what the tournament's for, right?
Draws.
20-minute, 15-minute time limit draw, yeah.
You got to give, I mean, look, we talked about this before. Like, tournaments like this are built to have big names take L's. Now,
Listen, man, I'm going with Ospreay getting the clean W. That's what I'm going with. But I could see them doing a draw if Tony wanted to, because Darby's looking a little weak out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna save my thoughts on L's being taken in this tournament until we get to a certain match. So
Brian in the chat says, JD, they put Toni Storm's return match on Rampage this Friday. Why are we still booking Rampage as if it matters? And why are you putting someone who is probably the most popular female in your entire division on Rampage for a return match? But if we say it, but if we say anything because we said something about Jamie Hayter returning on the pre-show, we got fucking criticized by the AEW sickos. That is an awful decision.
you get criticized for everything. I said MJF was a better wrestler than Dominic Mysterio, and I got criticized.
Well, those people are fucking stupid.
Anything will get criticized. Absolutely anything.
Here's the spoiler, Tony. Nobody watches Rampage, bro. I think the ratings were, 177,000 with 3 banger Continental Classic matches? Come on, bro.
So she filmed her match already tonight.
Yeah.
And they put it on Rampage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody will watch.
No.
Nobody will care.
No.
Rampage needs to be canceled. Quickly. Ospreay gets his 3 points. Renee is backstage with Ricochet. Still waiting for that Ricochet, man. He wants to be the top star in the company, man. You know, he's like, did you see his last comment? I know he was probably in character, but man,
he's the reason that all wrestling exists.
He's the reason AEW exists, man. Oh my God, man. It's like, wow. Wow, Tony really started AEW, man, with the Bucks because Ricochet is so influential, man. It's unbelievable.
I did one of those cartoon takes where you're taking a sip of your water and you read something and you just like spit it out in someone's face. What?
If I had the Mario death sound right now, I'd play that on my Roadcaster. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Send me a text and you'll hear it.
Let me see. Let's send Jesse a text live. Hold on, where the fuck?
Send me a text and you'll fucking hear it.
Let's see. I'll put Luigi, being that Luigi is in the news. There you go.
There you go. What?
It's me, Mario.
What character was he in when he said that he's a baby face? And by the way, the baby face that got booed out of the fucking building tonight. What a bad call.
Luigi.
What a bad call.
Ricochet said tonight this is why he came to AEW, for the competition. Tonight he has Brody King for the first time. He's big, he's bad, he's scary, but one thing he's not. He's not.
Silence my phone again.
He's not Ricochet. They're both 1-1 in the Continental Classic. Then looks in his suit jacket pocket and pulls out the MVP Hurt Syndicate card, saying tonight he has all the cards. So, listen, we could shit on Ricochet for what he said. AEW only exists because of him. Clearly, they're building to a potential heel turn here and him joining the Hurt Business, which I think would be a good idea. But
after tonight's match, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that really is the direction, but I think that's probably the natural direction for him. I think he needs something, because right now, I'm telling you, man, I think Ricochet is a great fucking wrestler. I do. But he's got nothing, man. He's fucking ice cold. He's out there, and I'm just seeing the same Ricochet that we saw in the E, same Ricochet that wrestles the same way. There's nothing new. There's nothing flashy. There's just, we just saw Will Ospreay before this, man. It's like, to get excited about Ricochet and what he does, and granted, this was a different style with Brody King in there, sure. But Claudio's also a different style, too. You don't see him flipping and diving all over the fucking place. Brody's a big guy. But everything Ricochet's doing in this, throwing himself around, he's flipping, he's diving all over the place. We just saw that 15 minutes ago with Will Ospreay. Now, how am I supposed to care?
Yeah, so I don't think Tony or whoever is in charge of seeing crowd reactions and momentum shifts, I don't think they're paying attention when you have a guy like Brody King who is supposed to be a heel, but he was, and this is before these guys turned fucking tweener. The Malachi and Brody and all of them, they were still straight heels. Brody is getting genuine babyface crowd reactions. They're doing his chant. They're doing his dog bark with him. They react when he comes out. He's a fucking physical force out there. This dude came out, beat Darby Allin, who's got to be the most over babyface in the whole company. And the crowd still cheered. And then he stood out there and he protected Darby when Claudio tried to come out there and do some shenanigans. Right there. That was your moment right there. This man is main event babyface ready right there. And then you have him beat by Ricochet, the guy who has failed to get over in God knows how many years. What are you doing? Brody is your guy. You should be protecting him at this point. The fans are telling you that they are feeling Brody. Get him ready. That is a big man and a baby face, man. Do it. Don't fucking beat him clean like that. That was stupid.
We'll get there. I don't want to jump ahead, but I agree with everything that you said. I mean, it's just, you look at Ricochet, the guy's ice cold. I don't know what else to say, honestly, without being disrespectful. These fucking half-witted idiots that can't hear.
Oh, JD takes things too personal.
The guy is fucking cold, man. What do you want me to say? He's not getting over. His promo sucks. His charisma is fucking terrible. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? They brought him in for one match, and the one match that they brought him in for, they fucking jerked off to it in 4 weeks. That's what they did. And then we're going to see it again because they're in the same league for the Continental Classic. And if they don't do it differently the second time around and turn him heel and have the Hurt Business, I don't know what we're doing. He's got to join the Hurt Business. He's got to join the Hurt Business. If that's what they're teasing, just go all the way with it.
Yeah.
Have him show up with the fancy suits and fucking have MVP speak for him. And I don't want to hear this guy fucking utter another word. The guy cannot cut a fucking promo. He comes off so just disingenuous and unlikable. It's almost as if he's a heel now. He's trying to fucking get booze. Nobody cares about what he does.
He's a heel on Twitter for sure.
Well, I mean, when he tells other fucking fans to suck his dick, sure.
He literally, for those who are in the chat right now and didn't hear my rant on this a few weeks ago, literally Ricochet is on Twitter telling a fan who said something that Ricochet didn't like to literally quote, and I wrote it down, "Suck my dick." Still there.
Wow, man, what a fucking unbelievable, top tier tweet there, man. A lot of thought went into that one, right?
You can't be the leader of a company tweeting fans like that, Rick.
On what planet does anybody watch this show and think that Brody King should lose to a guy like Ricochet?
No.
You look at Brody King against anybody, maybe on planet Earth, and the guy would fucking tear you apart. Honestly. Who the fuck wants to be in the same room with this guy when he's fucking fuming mad? Man, I know I don't. Yeah, have you seen the band he plays for?
My God, dude. Put those guys in the ring. Those guys are
seriously
fucking killers.
What are we doing here, man? We'll get into it. We'll get into it. We got highlights from Rampage. Oh, man, nobody watched it. Confrontation between Chris Jericho and Matt Cardona was shown. Yes, Matt Cardona was on the show. Shown ahead of their Ring of Honor World title match and final battle. Renee Paquette's backstage with Cardona, who said he's always ready and he belongs in AEW. No, bro, listen. Cardona, listen, bro. I gotta shoot straight with you, man. You don't belong here, bro.
Run.
You don't belong here. Your wife is in the other place, man. Go there.
Go join your wife.
Go over there, man. They need you more than Tony does. Seriously, you don't need Tony's money, man. You made more money than fucking your entire career in WWE on the Indies. Just go back to the E, man. I swear to God, it's better over there. I swear to God, man. And Chelsea may be the new United States champion come Saturday, man. Listen, things will be on the up and up. Seriously, you don't need AEW. You don't. Tony will use you, abuse you, and then dump you in 3 weeks. You may not even get off Ring of Honor if he has his way. You don't want that now, right? No. God forbid he signs with AEW. Man. Oh, sorry, man. You can't work the Indies, man. It's a bad look. They pulled Willie Mack from GCW. They pulled Ricky Starks from GCW. Who else is next, man? Who else is next? We can't let anybody work, man. We got to play it off because Kevin Kelly is suing the company, man, because we're not really independent contractors. We can't make the wrestlers go out there and do what they want to do, man. They got to trust me. They don't need any more headaches, man. They're being sued by the Tate twins and Kevin Kelly. They're not letting anybody fucking work anywhere as independent contractors, man. Come on. Ridiculous. Matt Cardona. Past 5 years, he's reinvented himself on the independent scene after Jericho and Brian Keith laid him out last week. He wants Keith on Rampage to give Jericho a preview of what to expect at Final Battle. Wow. They got Toni Storm and Matt Cardona on Rampage, man. Too bad, man. It's not even going to break 200K in the ratings, man. I'm sorry.
I'm not watching Rampage. That shit, y'all going to have to watch on your own.
I won't watch it if you fucking hog-tied me to a chair and forced my eyes open with duct tape, man. I still wouldn't fucking watch. My eyes would be somewhere else.
But it's going to be Tony time, man.
Sure, I love Tony time. I miss Tony time, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
I miss the black leather, man. I miss the sunglasses. It's nice.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Yeah.
If I get you a brand spanking new watch, pick your brand. Was it Petite, Rolex? Which one would you want?
If I have one luxury watch that I don't really wear unless it's a very, very momentous special occasion. I went for my first luxury watch at 40 years old when I turned the big 40. I went for a Panerai Luminor 40 millimeter. It's a nice Italian brand. Started in Italy because of Sylvester Stallone. He worn it and he just kind of promoted the brand and he kind of put it into the public spotlight. But if I was to pick another one, man, my dream watch, honestly, which is on a waiting list of like 3 or 4 years now, it's the Rolex Milgauss.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Green sapphire bezel, by the way, folks.
All right. What if we presented you with a brand spanking new Rolex Milgauss, all right? And you put it on and you have to set the time. Would you be setting it to Tony time or Tiffy time?
I would be setting it to Tony time 24/7.
Really?
Yeah.
There's no Tiffy time on your brand spanking?
There's no Tiffy time. If there was a time zone that included Stephanie Vaquer time, I would absolutely, I would do that instead of Tony time 100%.
It would be Stephanie time?
It would be Steffi time over everybody at this current stage of the game, yes.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's my favorite right now.
All right.
For obvious reasons.
You say so, man.
She's a great wrestler, man. What can I say?
I thought Tony was your bae, man.
No, listen, man. Tony is over there getting rock hard with juice, man. It's over.
Hey, don't be disgusting about it.
It's over, man. It's over. What can I do?
We digress.
Unfortunately, we have this happening with Cardona and Jericho. He's wrestling the Bad Apple on Rampage, and he will be in and out. And hopefully he will be in the Royal Rumble and hopefully on his way to the WWE because I don't know what the fuck he's still doing, languishing on the independent circuit, man. He's done everything he can. He needs to be back on TV. Renee, she approached Kyle O'Reilly before his match with Adam Cole when Matt Taven and Mike Bennett interrupted. Taven says they didn't need to do this. MJF is making them look like idiots. they making you look like idiots, man? This whole fucking storyline constructed by Mr. Tony Khan is making you look like idiots. MJF has nothing to do with this. I don't even think MJF wants to be here. Bennett said to him to relax regardless of what happens out there. We're still family at the end of the day. O'Reilly says they should have thought about that before one of their brothers got hurt. Roddy's still out hurt. We got this match, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. First time between these two in AEW. Last time we saw it, we didn't want to see it then. It's happening again here on tonight's show. We didn't want to see it now. Crowd, Jesse, was as silent as watching the fucking U.S. Open on the PGA Tour, man. Yep. Phil Mickelson comes up to the tee. Pulls out his driver. That's a beautiful shot. 300 yards right down the center of the fairway. Puts himself in position for a great birdie on hole number 6. It's basically what we watched tonight. I don't know who cares about this. Does anybody in the chat care about this? Do you care about this? Does anybody care about this?
Not at all.
Kyle O'Reilly is as boring as fucking boring could be. Adam Cole out there looking like fucking Orange Man once again. It's like it's an epidemic, man. It's like Salamonster called it out. I called it out. He's like, I hope you saw it. Yeah, I saw him. I see it, man. I just don't say nothing because I'm more liable of getting canceled than anybody. So you can say it. I can't say it, but yeah, it's bad. It's bad. He looks like you go down the produce aisle, man. You're looking at the fruits, man. You see the oranges just staring at you, man. It's, oh, look, Adam Cole, man. There he is. That's the color of Adam Cole right there. I don't know, man. I mean, what is there to care about? What is there to care about? Do you give a shit about these two guys and their friendship, man? How it's all falling apart because MJF is so dastardly at what he's done here, man. He's put a wedge in between the brotherhood here of the Undisputed Era. Then they wrestle. Adam Cole wins with a small package, right? And before that, we got MJF. Let's set it up. MJF, he gets out of his limousine and he shows up. Don't see his face. You see his back, his scarf. He walks into the venue. You don't see his face. I swear to God, I thought it was a cosplay MJF. Thought they hired somebody in Kansas City to fucking play MJF tonight. So we don't see him. Match goes on. This is for the right to wrestle for the Dynamite Diamond Ring at World's End. As if that makes a lick of a difference in this fucking feud. So we'll pick it up at the end of the match. They connect on dueling boots. Cole hits a super kick, only for O'Reilly to hit a big lariat. Ankle lock. Cole managed to get to a rope break. They battle up. Cole headbutts out of a superplex. Hits a Panama Sunrise. He took too long to follow up what he wanted to do next. O'Reilly picked the ankle into an ankle lock again. This sounds riveting, I know, man. It's like unbelievable. Cole rolled through, sent O'Reilly to the floor as he dragged Cole to the outside. He looked for a brainbuster on the outside, ate a super kick. Go back inside, O'Reilly just falls down, collapses. Ref checked on him. This allowed MJF to run out. We didn't see his face. They did very well to shoot away from his face. So he runs out. He tries for a cheap shot on Cole with the Dynamite Diamond Ring. He gets it with a super kick. O'Reilly stole or nearly stole the match with a schoolboy. Cole kicked out. Got an inside cradle for the win. MJF stormed off through the crowd as Mike Bennett and Matt Taven came to the ring to congratulate Cole. He then offered a handshake to O'Reilly, who refused to shake his hand, and he walked off. Riveting, unbelievable, emotional investment here, Jesse. It's fucking off the charts, man. Talk to me, man. How you feel, man? I know you're just pouring with emotion over this story.
I don't understand it, which makes it hard to care. That's the first thing. I think that's something that I don't think that they realized, because when this just started to unfold, you know, when everybody popped back up and they started just turning heel and babyface wherever they needed them to be for the current moment, it's hard to get invested in it at its core. So now here we are 3-4 weeks down the line from that, and now they're still on that same course, and they haven't explained any of this shit before to have this come together and make any sense. So then, after a night like tonight, and they're like, well, what do you guys think? You know, in theory, as they give us the show that they gave us. And I'm like, I still don't get it. I still don't care. The build was wonky. It made no sense how you shoehorned MJF in it when he wasn't even physically available. I don't want to go too far on it, because here's the thing. I can appreciate them trying to tell us a story to get us back to, you know, the Undisputed Era back together, or whatever the fuck it's called. I can appreciate that, as opposed to, oh, they're all healthy? Put them together and go. They're trying to give us a story. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, that doesn't mean that whatever story you give us, A, makes sense, or B, is interesting, because this is not. And I think it starts at the core. How you began to feed us this story made no sense, so it's harder to palate. And I'm just not feeling it. I just want it to be over and get into something else. I thought this was over. Then you told us it wasn't over. Then you started changing alliances and changing this. And now Roddy's hurt. It's all going to shit. How is it supposed to progress? How is it supposed to progress without Roddy? I understand he's injured. You can't help that. And that sucks for him on his contract. They're just going to add that shit on back at the end now. But how is it supposed to make sense? It doesn't. It doesn't. And Kyle O'Reilly is not over enough to fuel it by himself. Kyle O'Reilly being pissed. Whatever. Don't really care. Adam Cole is cold as ice, man.
This is the worst I've seen of Adam Cole in years. He looks terrible. He just comes off terrible. I don't know. It's like he's wrestling sad.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly means nothing. I mean, this guy could disappear tomorrow, get released tomorrow. Not a lick of a difference would be made. And yet here we are. And now they put these two guys together to tell whatever semblance. This is them desperately trying to string along a story, because there was none originally with MJF and Adam Cole. Because they knew it right away. It didn't make any sense. How could it make sense? Why am I going to feel sympathetic towards Adam Cole when MJF was the one who had everything taken away from him? He was the baby face. Adam Cole was the heel. And now you're pretending that MJF is the heel and Adam Cole is the baby face, but we're all sympathetic towards MJF. It's like they thought we forgot what happened. No, bitch, I didn't forget what happened. Why would I care about Adam Cole in this situation? The one reason that Adam Cole had is his ankle. Because he was such a good friend. He broke his ankle in 2 different places, had two surgeries, and it made him miss 14 months. And he said, I refuse to talk about that because nobody wants to hear about that. I do. I still do. And now we're in a situation where we've devolved to this feud being about the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Why? Has anybody made a mention about why this Dynamite Diamond Ring is so important to this feud? Have we got an explanation, Jesse, from MJF or Adam Cole as to why this thing is important to the fucking feud that happened last year? You know what happened last year. Nothing to do with the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Now the Dynamite Diamond Ring is uber important. Oh, the commentary's trying to sell it the best that they can. Who gives a fuck?
Nobody cares.
Is Adam Cole going to try and win it and pawn it? How much is the ring worth? Why is it so important to him? Give me a reason to care.
Here's the thing about that ring. Like it in totality here. The ring is just like a championship title in the company. Meaning, the only importance that ring has is the importance that they give it on the show. And until it's time to have a match or this part of the year, what significance does that ring have throughout the course of the year for AEW?
0.
Why should we care about it? He uses it to cheat. For that matter, you could have a steel chair as a title then. By that logic, you can have a ring bell as a title then. What purpose does that ring serve? When he comes out to the ring, do you announce him as the current Dynamite Diamond Ring holder? No. You just announce him as MJF. It serves 0 significance. So if you don't give it any importance, then it doesn't have any importance.
There you go. I don't know what else to add on top of that. Facts. Thank God Kyle O'Reilly didn't win this match. There was a part of me that thought Kyle O'Reilly was going to win this match, and they still prolonged the MJF and Adam Cole feud. Thank God they did not. The only recommendation I have for anybody on that creative team, and I use creative team loosely, get this shit over with. Get MJF in the fucking ring to cut a promo and give us some semblance of a reason as to why we're getting what we're getting. Get the match to happen at World's End. MJF gets the victory because Adam Cole in this current form should be beating nobody. MJF gets the victory. He moves on. Adam Cole moves on, and we start fresh with both of them in 2025. If this goes on past January 1, they are fucking mental. This shit is dead. Again, I don't believe we're going into another pay-per-view with MJF, the fucking face of this fucking company, and he's ice cold in another pay-per-view match that will be ice cold. Are you for real? I don't know, man. Let me call this guy on the chat here. Wump Donkey 247. Look at this. Look at this fucking half-witted idiot. JD went so hard for AEW to be different and get more views, and AEW slapped him so bad he can't go back to reviewing WWE because it's kicking ass. It will hurt him.
You don't review WWE?
I don't review chat. I don't review WWE anymore. Gee, man. I mean, I was just live with the Solid Monster last night. We talked about a lot of WWE. I was live on Monday. We were live for Monday Night Raw. I was live last Monday. We did almost 50,000 views. We were live for Survivor Series. We did 70,000 views for Survivor Series. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand it. Did I stop reviewing WWE all of a sudden? Shit, I'd love to know, man. It's like... It's
amazing.
It's unbelievable. I mean...
What's his name again? This one?
Wump Donkey. Sounds like an AEW sicko who just joined the channel as of today. Oh, JD doesn't cover WWE, man. It's... Jesus
a name
Christ.
like that, man. You got to keep your opinions to yourself, man.
Whatever, man. People are fucking stupid. I can't help stupidity, man. I try every week. I try to help stupidity. I can't do it. So yeah, that's the situation there. Nobody cares about Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, and sadly, nobody cares about MJF. I don't believe I just uttered those words, man. It's unbelievable. FTR backstage brought up the Fight for the Fallen show on January 1st, which, by the way, they are selling terribly for. Hopefully that picks up, being that the show actually has some significance to it.
Oh, wait. No way.
What happened?
Lexi Nair and...
Yes.
William Morrissey, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Lexi Nair and Big Bill William Morrissey have gotten married.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. Congratulations to him.
I'm happy for Bill, man. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. Big Bill had a rough go at it coming out of WWE, man. And he has turned his life around.
Yes.
I mean, addiction and everything like that. He has turned his life around. I'm happy for him, man, genuinely. Shout out to Big Bill and Lexi. That's awesome, man.
We love Big Bill. Big Bill's great. FTR mentioned this January 1st show. It will be simulcast on Max and on TBS. And for everything that they've been through in North Carolina, this will be great for the fans in North Carolina. Harwood says that they want to put their names in a hat for being part of the main event for that show. They invited the Death Riders to have a chat with them on Collision this week after last week they had to prevent a murder of Orange Cassidy thanks to Jon Moxley and his crew. Would they try to suffocate him with some cleaning agent again?
Yeah, they tried to pour some kind of cleaning solution down his throat.
Fantastic.
Pro wrestling.
Fantastic.
Pro wrestling. I just wish we had Shivani out there to tell us that this was a collision moment.
Lewis says Enzo was his best man.
I see Enzo was there. I'm looking at Enzo and DDP right here in the crowd.
I'm still waiting for Womp Donkey to tell me exactly where he sees that I don't cover WWE. I would love to know this pertinent information, bro. Seriously.
Pretty sure Hooligan murdered that guy already.
Okay, good. Ricochet and Brody King. We are getting this match next, but first, Tony Schiavone, awful, interviewed Darby Allin earlier in the day, saying his quest is never over, as the Death Riders are chipping away at everything that AEW has built. Really? Do you feel like the Death Riders are chipping away at AEW, Jesse? No?
No.
Okay. You still feel AEW is still in a solid place, even with the Death Riders running rampant over both shows, bro?
Everything is fine. Same time slot. Commercial breaks are taken at their scheduled times. Every segment comes out, as it's supposed to be. The production is fine. They've changed nothing. TBS is still fine as well.
I don't know. I feel like we're a good place. We can sleep easy, and I know the Death Riders have not done really anything, bro.
No. They got awesome music now. That's good.
So he says he thinks of Bryan Danielson, who was the backbone of AEW. Had to watch him being carted off at Dynasty, or what was it? Wrestle Dream, not Dynasty. Wrestle Dream.
Jason Jordan and Julia Hart.
Who?
Jason Jordan.
Oh.
And Julia Hart.
All right, cool.
Right there at the ceremony.
Good for them.
There you go.
He talked about Bryan Danielson. First of the situation that started all this thing with the Death Riders. This is the first place many of the young guys have made a living on wrestling. So they don't do anything about it. It just keeps on happening. People think Darby is reckless, punches himself in the face and starts bleeding from his mouth. Saying the violence doesn't bother him. Tony, this doesn't bother me. The blood doesn't bother me. When Allen thinks that the Continental Classic is everything that's right with AEW. Maybe not for the ratings. He needs to win this tournament. It's what AEW represents. It's what he represents. I don't know how that makes sense. You want Jon Moxley, but you want to win the Continental Classic because it represents AEW. What about the World Championship that Jon Moxley holds? That doesn't represent AEW?
Nah.
He needs to win this tournament. Moxley thinks AEW needs saving when it's the company that gave him his career and his second shot at one, and also allowed Sting to finish his career on his own terms. Nothing fools yourself better than the lies you tell yourself. This was actually a good sit-down for Darby Allin, but the fact that he wants to win the Continental Classic, it's just, to me, it's just fucking laughable, honestly. That's what you want to do? I mean, just please tell me that none of this Jon Moxley shit matters without actually telling me. Seriously.
Yeah.
Ricochet, Brody King, Continental Classic. This is a Gold League match. Not going to go over this because this is basically Will Ospreay 2.0 here in the much less charismatic version. Back from break, Ricochet tried a handspring elbow. King caught him in midair. Release German suplex. King again flattened Ricochet with a big shot. Started yelling at him to fight back. Ricochet did with a wall walk enziguri, low bridge, springboard kick to the face. Sent King to the outside. Fosbury flop connected for Ricochet, who landed on his feet. Tossed King back inside. Hits a picture-perfect springboard 450. Brody kicked out at a 1. King rose to his feet. Turned Ricochet inside out with a lariat. He then wiggled out of a gonzo bomb. Roll up. 2 count. Ricochet answered with big pump knees. He wanted a Benadryller. But Brody fought out. Big corner cannonball for a 2 count. They fought up on the ropes. Ricochet avoided a superplex into a sunset flip powerbomb. This caused King to pull off the turnbuckle pad in the process. Ricochet then hits a massive shooting star press. King rose up and applied a big chokehold, rear naked choke. Ricochet fought off to the apron. Hanging on was Brody. He wanted a springboard, but King chopped him out of midair. King went up in the corner again, but this time Ricochet had a DDT on the exposed corner turnbuckle twice, which allowed Ricochet to hit the Spirit Gun, which is basically his hidden blade. He's even going to steal that from Ospreay. 1, 2, 3, and that was enough for the victory. I know we talked about this earlier, Jesse. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I mean, how believable is it to see Brody lose to someone the size of Ricochet when we know Brody is a fucking savage beast? He's a monster, and he lost. I guess they kind of protected him with the unprotected turnbuckle pad spot, sure. But, I mean, he lost last week, and now he loses again here.
Yeah, that's clean. You know, and I saw somebody in the chat earlier say it wasn't clean. There was an exposed turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Bro, it was one-on-one. It was clean. I mean, all that shit, that's called ring awareness. That's called situational. You're supposed to be the better performer. But look, I'm not going to get on that soapbox of Brody King's bigger. He should have won because I've fantasy booked Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson over plenty of big guys. You know, it's about the story you tell in the match and everything like that. You know, so if we want to get into the reality of it, yeah, sure. You know, in what world would Brody King lose to Ricochet? But I'm more of along the facts of, isn't this just like the second straight time you've beaten Brody King?
Second week in a row?
What are we doing with him? Do you not see that he is organically getting over on his own? He needs to be pushed. If not pushed right now, because maybe it's not this time, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. This might sound crazy, but maybe they have some long-term plans that they need to play out first before they can just randomly pop up somebody else to get a push. Fine. So maybe, for the sake of argument, you can't push him right now. You can still fucking protect him. So when you are ready to push him, you're not dragging somebody from the gutter that you've buried over the last few months to then make us believe that he's a champion. At least fucking protect him, man. You have something special right now in Brody King. He's got the look. He is over. He is phenomenal in the ring. He's a fucking big dude. He's a big dominating presence. What are you doing? Having him lose to Ricochet on national television live like that, it's not a good look. It's not the end of the world. But again, if you should just decide to push him down the road, we're going to look back at this and say, that motherfucker just lost like 3 or 4 in a row. Now he's a big deal. He's going to lose his momentum. He's going to lose his momentum. At least protect him better than that. If not, let him win. Let him fucking win, dude. I mean, the guy is great. He's great at what he does. But by the time you get around to booking him, that momentum that he has right now will be gone. I.e. Wardlow.
What do you know, Chi-Town smart Brody King has long-term plans in AEW. I trust our savior and leader, Tony Khan. He's gonna book Brody as a world champion next year, and Ricochet is a magnificent athlete, and I think his wife is smoking hot, man. I wish I could get a woman like that, but I'm such a fat slob that no woman would look at me, man. I'm a sicko.
I mean, just why? Make it easier on yourself. So
Oh man, this show and this fan base is terrible, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, look. Can he win everything until he's ready to be pushed to the main event? No. But if you're going to beat him, it better be somebody of fucking... Like, I want to see Moxley beat him if he's going to lose. Someone who's going to get pushed. Someone who's the main eventer. Someone who's champion.
Bro, they got no plans for this guy, man. This guy's a fucking loser, man. The whole group is a bunch of losers.
Fucking...
They'll be feuding with Undisputed Kingdom when they get back together, man. It's going to be Roddy and Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, man. They're going to relive that feud. I guarantee it. I said it weeks ago. That's going to be their first feud, man. It's going to be House of Black versus Undisputed Era. Watch.
Fucking come on, man.
Remember the handshake and the fucking whole, oh, Malachi, I love you, man. There's when Malachi was leaving. Sure, that's going to come back, man. That's going to be the plan. Brody right now, he's in this tournament to lose. That's it.
Yep.
Ricochet advances. He gets 3 points. And the crowd goes mild. Backstage, Private Party, speaking of mild. Remember when we were told that this was going to be a big deal, man? The Private Party's going to win the tag team titles. It's going to be a big deal, man. The division's going to be new and refreshed, right? They welcome fans to what they call the Vault. They were immediately interrupted by Action Andretti and Lio Rush. Can I make a suggestion to somebody watching? I know somebody over there is watching me. Can I make a fucking suggestion, please? Can we get like some sound acoustics backstage when you conduct these promos and these vignettes, man? I swear to God, man, the echo sounds so fucking lame. It sounds so cheap. Like there's a fucking audible echo that comes through the TV. It's like they're cutting a promo in front of 10 people. That's the way it sounds. It sounds so low budget. They do this all the time. Moxley did it earlier. They do it every week. Every promo sounds like it's a fucking echo backstage. Can we get some actual acoustics instead of cutting the promos in a fucking empty hallway somewhere? Please.
The vault, my vault is full. How about your vault?
My vault, I have 10 slots open.
Yeah, same. And I got one open slot on each character.
But to be fair, I have like fucking. I got like 9 edge transits, dude. I don't know what I'm doing with all those edge transits.
Yeah, you got to condense those.
Who? Yeah, we're talking video games, man. Geek. Don't worry about it. Private Party is in the vault. They were interrupted by Action Andretti and Lio Rush. Oh man.
Here we go.
It's unbelievable, man. The fucking the little kiddie ball pits open, man. Remember the McDonald's ball pits, man? Oh man, it's like they're inviting the party. The party's beginning. They offer them champagne when Action Andretti wanted a title shot instead. For doing what? I have no fucking idea. Zay says that he wants for Christmas a big, juicy ... And then he was interrupted by Layla Gray.
There you go.
And then he says under his breath, well, I guess Christmas came early, so I know what he was asking for. Okay.
There we go.
At least the guy's got good taste.
Yeah.
Zay and Quinn suggested both teams fight it out on Collision to see who gets the tag team title shot next. Both teams agree as Rush offered a handshake to Darius Martin saying, hey, Darius, no hard feelings. I don't know who cares. I didn't realize that Action Andretti and Lio Rush were now a tag team. I thought that Action Andretti was a part of Top Flight. I mean, someone filled me in there. I don't know, man. Yeah, Jesse watches Collision, so I don't have to, man. It's like you missed some pertinent information.
Did you pay attention to the corner?
I don't.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Says right here, Top Flight is imploding. Okay, now let me go back.
Top Flight is imploding. Right. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, I must have missed that piece of information.
It was in the corner.
Okay. Can we like what are we doing with these guys? But what the fuck are they wearing? Are they trying to be like a modern day Legion of Doom out there? What the fuck are they wearing?
I don't know what those puffy is.
What are they? I mean, they look absolutely ridiculous. Is that what I'm supposed to take seriously as the top tier tag team in this division, man? What happened to this division, man?
Don't worry. Tag team wrestling will take top priority in all elite wrestling.
Remember when we were criticized for, you guys are shitting on a great match. The Private Party's going to do great for the division. I'm still waiting. What are we doing? The division is as bad as it's ever been.
The last outdoor pep rally I watched for AEW, I was told that tag team wrestling would take a top priority.
Sure.
Because see, I didn't watch this week's outdoor pep rally. I didn't watch it. So.
Hologram says Lio Rush is looking like those red spinies from Mario Brothers.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, that coat, man, it looks like an inflatable. It looks like he had to blow it up with an air compressor before he comes out.
It's me, Mario. Oh, no. Moving on. Mercedes and Anna Jay. TBS title match next week. Both agreed to no physicality. Paquette said today marks Monet's 200th day as TBS champion and has defended her title 10 times so far. Thank you for that big time information there, Renee. 10 times in 200 days. Great.
Wow.
Paquette plugged Monet's match for the Strong Style Evolve show coming up, where she's defending the New Japan Women's Strong Open Championship against Hazuki. Who? Anybody know who Hadouken? Hadouken!
Oh, nope.
No? Okay.
The comments of JD are of JD and JD alone. Put that disclaimer back up. Put that disclaimer back up. Not getting me on this one.
Hazuki, man. Hazuki. Akuma was my favorite Street Fighter character.
Nope.
No? Okay. Monet cut her off and praised what Jay has accomplished, going to Japan to train, saying it's cute. What she's done at 26 years old. Monet goes on and on about what she's done at 26. By 26, Jesse, she was a 5-time women's world champion. And she didn't hold one of those championships for more than 30 days. That's what she forgot to remember, man.
Terrible.
Conveniently forgot that fucking bloated statistic there, man.
She just sat there and played a hot potato between 3 women.
Yeah, you know who, right? Hot potato with the android, Charlotte Flair.
Becky, your turn.
So, yeah. Jay stopped her because he was about to walk away saying, no, you're going to listen to what I have to say. Jay put over Mercedes for being one of the best in the world, but she's made a living off of being the underdog, and all she needs is 3 seconds to shock the world. Jay walks off, and Monet says, yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know why anybody would care about this match next week. Mercedes is not losing the championship to Anna Jay. But my question is, Jesse, Anna Jay had just went into a 3-match series with Mariah May. And she promised that she would no longer challenge for the Women's World Championship if she lost to Mariah May, which she did. Now she's challenging for the TBS Championship, so she's obviously not going to win the TBS because Mercedes is not dropping the TBS title to fucking Anna Jay. Let's be real.
But before you finish your question, my question is, if she just came off losing her championship opportunities, what gave her the privilege of jumping companies or jumping shows, rather, to then get tossed into that championship picture?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
So if she loses both the Mariah May and Mercedes feuds for the 2 top championships in the women's division, where exactly does that put Anna Jay, man? It's almost as if she's the hot flavor of the month here for the month of December for good old Tony Khan over there.
She can be the Mrs. Scapegoat.
I guess so. I don't
Put them
know.
together. Well, why not?
Do we have another championship she could go after? Are they creating a new championship for Anna Jay to eventually win?
Make one, sure. See, WWE got the women's U.S. title, so now AEW needs the American women's title.
Maybe they create the AEW Dark Rampage Ring of Honor title. And they could give that to Anna Jay.
Oh, no, she'll go on to Athena.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is Athena still champion? I don't even know.
Yes.
Okay. She'll move on to Athena, and she'll lose that. Then what?
I'm still waiting for Mercedes to make a lick of a difference in this division. Waiting. I don't know where that change is coming, but this ain't it. Now, not to take nothing away from Anna Jay, she's obviously gotten noticeably better. But what has she done to get here for this match? What has she done to deserve it? And why are you asking me to care about this? Can anyone answer that question? Like, why are you asking me, who watched this show for 5 years, to care about this where there's no story? What am I supposed to care about? Am I supposed to care about? Probably where fucking Ray Phoenix is right now. Who the fuck knows?
Where the...
Maybe she's got a legitimate injury that Tony didn't fucking realize that needed medical attention. I don't know. Why are you asking me to care about this?
They had her turn on Mercedes, walk out. Did she walk out of the company? Did she keep on? I mean, what is her plan? What is she doing?
Maybe Anna Jay does win the championship thanks to Camille.
Okay, well, at least Camille's doing something, I guess. But no, Anna Jay is not winning the championship. Nice try.
Why do we care about this? Does anybody, one of the sickos out there, you want to clip that and really answer my question? But why? What's the story here?
Oh, but it's a great match.
Sure. It's a great match. Can't use that as an excuse anymore, man. Mariah May, Mina Shirakawa, main event, AEW Women's Championship. The match itself was okay. For TV matches and standards of TV matches, it was fine. But I really can't bring myself to care, honestly. I didn't really care coming in. And I didn't care about what happened here. It's almost as if they just completely blew this entire, whatever the fucking story was, they blew it up. And this is where I get frustrated with AEW. Because you tell this story, and Mina has been linked with Mariah May for months. She goes away. She goes to Stardom, Japan, New Japan, wherever she was. She comes back after a month and a half, 2 months away. And Jesse, a couple of weeks ago, asked me, why did she turn on Mina at the pay-per-view? All of a sudden, just hits her with a glass bottle, right? So my logic was, well, Mariah found out that Mina and Toni were mingling in Japan, and Mariah didn't appreciate that because Mariah thought that Mina was solely for her and in support of her. Jesse, they did not even bother to tell any aspect of the story outside of these two segments, one at the pay-per-view and then the one last week where the champagne bottle came into play because Mariah went to go smash Mina with it. Mina then got hit with the champagne bottle 2 weeks ago. Then Mina tried to do it to her last week. In no way, shape, or form over the last 3 weeks did we get any explanation about anything as to why these three were involved and why these two were feuding over the championship. And we were just used as a way to come up with our own story. It's almost as if they couldn't even be bothered to tell us. So I'm here piecing the fucking story together and thinking out loud what the story could be. And meanwhile, we didn't get any fucking part of the story from the creative team at all. And then they asked us to care about this in the main event. And then we got the main event. Mariah wins with Toni's finish, which she's been using for a few months now. And that's it. She lost clean. There was no nefarious means. There was no cheating, nothing. It was just a straight up 1, 2, 3. And now Mina is done. What the fuck did we do here? Why did we waste so much time on this and then tell no story about it, only to go back to Toni Storm?
Yeah, sure. It makes no. I don't understand any of it. We had more fun sitting there trying to sit here and figure this shit out on our own because they gave us nothing and they never did. So.
Guys, I'm going to read this.
Okay, I found this.
I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this $50 super chat now. Ash Crimson, thank you for the 50. Ash, that's a lot of money. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you being here, bro. AEW just made a statement about Rey Fenix that everyone needs to see. AEW did not make a statement on Rey Fenix. What you are reading is a complete troll.
It's a bogus statement. Okay.
It's a bogus statement. I want to read it to you right now because it's funny.
But I wouldn't though. I don't, bro. Don't read it.
Why?
Seriously, because if it's bogus, don't even put it out there. Let people go find it.
Okay.
Put it out.
It's bogus.
All right.
It's completely bogus. I don't know why. People have no lives. People have no hobbies. They have no life outside of X. So Crimson and everybody else that's thinking that it's real, it's not real, man. You got to read it. Read it and just read the first 3 lines and you'll know it's a troll. Seriously.
Just read the source. Like it's a screenshot. No one has retweeted or
before you ask, yes, it's real. No, Ash, it's not real, brother. It is not real. Jesse's looking at it. It's not real.
Nope. I'm looking at it right now. No.
It is not real.
No. It's out there. If you want it for your entertainment, go out and find it. But I've come to learn that when we read stuff on this channel, on this show, some of you a-holes, or maybe you guys aren't here, people later on come and clip it that us reading it here and then put it out there as we said. No, it's out there. You guys go out and find it if you want, but it doesn't appear to be real. Just look at the,
I'm looking at some account. Everybody's laughing about it. It's like everybody's just like, ha, ha, ha. It's not real. I don't understand why anybody would think that's a real thing. Just read the first 3 or 4 lines. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
You got to be better than that.
The second paragraph, the first sentence. No, do not know.
Who is this account anyway? Let me see who this account is. How many
it's
followers?
Hard to tell.
412 followers.
So no, it's hard to tell. So many other people have posted it. We don't know where their origin is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't even know where I got started.
We don't know. I know it's not on Tony Khan's account. It's not on Tony Khan's Instagram account. It's not on AEW's account. It's not real.
So back to Mariah May. Why are we asked to care about this, Jesse, when they gave us absolutely zero story? Just for all the people out there on social media who I'm sure will clip this out of context, there is no story, and I urge you to tell me what the story is. Really,
there is none, and we've been talking about this for weeks. I know I personally have been mentioning this for weeks, ever since the way that they did it and the way that they unfolded this this whole thing. If it makes no sense when it got started, how is it supposed to be interesting down the road? Especially when you never went back and explained to us what happened so that it would make sense. They never explained it. I guess they figured that it's, on the back burner and people don't care anymore. I still care because I'm finding myself in a situation where I can't get into it. I can't get interested in it. I'm interested in Mina. God knows I'm interested in Mina. I'm interested in Mariah May. I'm interested in Toni Storm, but I can't get interested in this story you're telling. That's a problem. That means these women are doing nothing wrong and creative is failing them, like we have been saying for God knows how long.
Mariah May has had one of the worst women's championships run in AEW history. There's nothing from this run that I even remember as important. And that's not even on her, because she's great. It's all on the creative. All of it is on the creative. They have given her nothing to work with. All they did was fucking twiddle their thumbs and bide their time until Toni decided to come back. And now we're going to get Toni Storm and Mariah May, and Toni's going to win the championship back, and everything that Mariah May has done in the last 6 months will be a waste of everybody's fucking time.
Yeah.
She put nobody over. She didn't enhance anybody she's been in the ring with. No stories were told, and this run will be a fucking fail when you look back at 2024. And you can quote me on all that. Quote me.
I would have taken the title off of May tonight. I would have had Mina win thanks to the help of Toni Storm. And you have them, because right now, at this point, Toni Storm and Mariah May shouldn't need the title to have a feud because they got beef. They got issues. And now you have time to have Mina be champion and go off and start another feud and make another interesting story somewhere else. But that's not the way they want it to go. We're going to get Storm versus May for that title again. Storm's going to win it back. And I don't know what's going to happen to Mariah May and Mina Shirakawa after that point.
At this point, I don't care, because they failed to tell a story. And then when they eventually, maybe, possibly go back to it, I don't give a fuck. Why would I care? You failed to tell a story the first time. Why am I going to care the second time?
Yep. Hell, you just told Anna Jay that she can't compete for the title, because she kept losing. Take it off of Mariah May, put it on Mina, have Anna Jay turn on Mina to be like, now I can get my fucking title shot, bitch, and there you go. Run off with that feud. Yep. And now May and Storm can do what they need to do, and then Storm can come back and then challenge Mina or Anna Jay for some weird reason if they want to pull that trigger. I don't know why they would, but just something to mix things up. None of this shit is interesting. Get us back into a story where we can identify with it and it can make some kind of sense. This makes no sense.
Now, I'm not going to go over the match because the match wasn't really anything all that important. Thunder Rosa, she was sitting front row. Now, I don't know what had happened on Collision. I don't know. I'm surprised I actually see her on Dynamite, to be quite honest with you guys. I know she's buried on Collision somewhere. Someone asked her, actually, this week, is she still with AEW? And then she got angry. Yeah, I'm on Saturday night. Well, nobody watches Saturday night.
Yeah.
She was in the crowd. She was
in the crowd the same way that she was tonight, yeah. So
Thunder Rosa held up signs, and she was kind of trolling out there. She was trolling Mariah May. And I don't know if it's going to lead to a possible program somewhere down the road. I have no idea. But obviously the big story coming out of this was Toni Storm. After Mariah May hits Mayday, her finish, Mina kicks out. And she wanted another Mayday. Mina turned it into a crucifix bomb, which got kind of sloppy. Then Mina hits a sling blade. Called for the glamorous driver, hit it, got her near fall. Mina couldn't believe it. May kicks out. May comes back with a headbutt. Snap, Storm 0 out of nowhere. And that's the win right there for Mariah May. Post-match, Toni Storm's old music hits. Out walks Toni Storm in her original rocker gear. May can't believe it. Storm is looking up at everybody. She's happy to be back. She's thrilled to be back. Thunder Rosa at this point held up a WTF sign. What the fuck? And Nigel said May is being haunted by the ghost of Christmas past to end the show. So it looks like we got our Women's World Championship match at World's End. It's going to be the World's End for Mariah May. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, probably.
Tony's the most...
Not going to bring...
Yeah.
Not going to bring Toni back just to beat her.
No.
But they're in the habit of bringing women back and doing nothing with them, so I wouldn't be shocked if they did.
Don't give a shit. Not one single iota of a shit. If Toni wins, nothing will change. It doesn't matter. So that's the way Dynamite went off the air. Continental Classic Gold League standings after tonight look like this. Claudio, Will Ospreay, and Ricochet all at 3 points. Brody King and Darby have 3 points, or 6 points rather, for those three guys. Darby and Brody have 3. And Commander has a whopping donut 0. He will have 0 throughout the entire tournament.
You mean Sin Cara?
Sin Cara, yes. Gold League, that was the Gold League. Blue League, Kyle Fletcher has 9 points. And they mentioned tonight, if Kyle Fletcher wins his next match, he's already in the semifinals. I would just go all the way with him. Kazuchika Okada and Daniel Garcia have 4 points. Shelton Benjamin and Mark Briscoe have 3 points. And the Beast Mortos has 0 points.
Yeah, that's fake news. That's a typo, man.
Beast Mortos has 0 points, bro.
They forgot the 1. He had 10 points.
So Matt Cardona and Brian Keith. He will be wrestling Brian Keith on Rampage. Toni Storm apparently is wrestling on Rampage as well. I will not be watching. Collision. Kazuchika Okada versus the Beast Mortos in a Continental Classic Blue League match. Kyle Fletcher goes one-on-one with Mark Briscoe in a Blue League match. I'm assuming Kyle Fletcher wins that against Mark Briscoe. Either that or we get an upset. What do you think, Jesse?
I'm going to probably pick Kyle Fletcher to win the whole thing, man.
Okay. And then Willow Nightingale versus Jamie Hayter in the International Women's Cup quarterfinal. Oh, my goodness, man. I'm going Willow Nightingale.
Yeah. What the fuck? What did Jamie Hayter do?
She spoke highly of CM Punk.
Phil.
Yep.
Where's Britt?
It's a big no-no. I don't know.
There's so many just unanswered.
Where is Britt? The last time we saw Britt, she uttered "nobody cares" to Serena Deeb, and then we haven't seen her back on television.
She told us she was back. She told us she went through some traumatic things, and she, made the recovery, and she's back and here to do her thing, and then she just kind of disappeared.
All right. And next week on Dynamite, we got Will Ospreay and Darby Allin, Continental Classic Gold League, and then Mercedes defends the TBS title against Anna Jay. Wow, man, what a solid 3 shows we got coming up, man. I mean, I'm still wondering where the story is, but that's your AEW. No, there will be no Rampage report. No. Rampage is getting canceled. Rampage is getting canceled at the end of the year. Goodbye. Thank you guys for all your support, man. Yeah, we don't love you that much. Thank you guys for all your support, man. Appreciate it. We had 2,600 people in here. 781 likes, man. Can we hit 1,000? I know we can. So make sure you guys do it. Hit that thumbs up. Get those super chats in. We're going to hang out with you in a little bit. Still waiting on the hologram mask. When we get that, we will have fun with that. And we'll live up to our end of the bargain here, man. As you guys so generously smashed the goal last week. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Cameo has a special going on right now for the holidays. So if you guys want your Christmas greetings from Cameo and JD from NY, they are tremendously on sale. All Cameos are now significantly discounted. So make sure you guys go and do that. If you guys want to give the gift of Cameo, I'm always happy to oblige. Roast somebody.
Not saying that I want anyone to do this, but legally, if someone were to pay for you to do a cameo to cut a promo on Joey Janela, you would have to do it, right?
Yes, sir.
I was just wondering that. Okay.
Yeah.
Feel free to continue.
Yeah. I don't see anybody wanting to do that because who over there is actually on that type of thing? They're all fucking weirdos anyway. We got his Twitter account closed down for a little bit, you know?
Oh.
It was temporarily suspended.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know. I hope not.
Is he on Blue Sky complaining?
No, I don't think so. Go follow Jesse on social media. At JD from NY206, at Chi-Town Smart. Hit that subscribe button to Jesse's channel down below as well. And make sure you guys go check out all the other content on the channel. We've uploaded and been on top of this Ray Phoenix situation, so go and follow up with it. We uploaded something today. I've seen some people doing some super chats about him deleting the tweets. We talked about it today on the Extra, guys. Go and check it out. It's 25 minutes deep. So it's all there in today's upload. Let's get into these super chats, and we'll start off with Michael Krause. Thank you, brother. $2 super chat. Good Wednesday, JD and Jesse, OTS family. Hope all is well. You as well, my friend. Johnny Boy Vaccaro with a $40 super chat. Christian Cage said, shut up. To silence the fans. Dude has a pandemic vibe crowd with a TV screen in the background. TKO, Nick and Paul has Burn Your Company by Story. Not buying WWE colored wrestlers. Cheers, White Claw. Boy, tell us how you really feel, Johnny.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And then he says, take your MJF ring and melt it into a Prince Charles ring for your sickos. You are Vince McMahon, who only treats his money-hungry talents like Mattel toy action figures. You would give Hologram better medical than Ray Phoenix.
Oh
boy, Johnny, tell me how you really feel, brother. Get Mike Sausalese out of the chat, Hologram. Get Mike Sausalese out of the chat. Funny enough, Mike, that tweet had to be taken down. Otherwise, his Twitter account would not be reopened. So he wasted good money on that. Now he can't post it anywhere. Get him out. Goodbye. It's funny. It's funny. Michelle Moran with a $2 super chat. What a waste of appearances by Darby and MJF. What the fuck? Yeah, I know. Especially MJF. He hasn't felt this unimportant in 5 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, they ruined any big surprise return he might have been able to come up with since this absence. They had him once in the pay-per-view. Then they popped him up here tonight, showed his face, and then left, did nothing. You ruined the big MJF return moment. Oh, shit, he returned, and he cost this person the match, and this changed everything. He's back for good now. Now he's getting a promo next week. No. He's back. He's gone. He's back. Here he is. He's going to say nothing. He's going to do nothing. Will he come back next week? Wait to find out. Who books this shit?
It's the mastermind, Tony Khan. Johnny Boy Vaccaro at $5 super chat. Toni Storm returns, says a WWE charter on AEW. Without Daddy Khan's money, you would record break the extinction of WCW. Thank you, Johnny.
Chat, is my mic too low?
I raised this fucking guy's volume before we even went live, man. If he's low, I don't know what else to tell you.
But here's something to consider. You have the music on now. Maybe that could have changed something.
Probably. And I never really keep it too loud. I just lowered it now.
Well, it just might be just the system set up, because now with the music on, now something changed. There was something going on that we got to figure out.
Triple M, 17 months. Thank you, brother. Sidro, thank you for the recommitment, gentlemen. PMAC with a $1 super chat. No message. Triple M says, hope you guys and everyone in the OTS family are doing good. I'll be raiding mostly this week on D2, but we'll have to run Vespers this weekend. Sure, I have Saturday open from 12 to 2, Triple M. Let's do it.
All right, so everybody says I'm fine. So now we get to ban somebody. Oh, goddamn it, he's a VIP. Okay, all right.
Nate with a $5 super chat. Hi, JD. I don't know if you check your Twitter DMs, but I sent you a heartfelt message last month about how you and the show helped me get past losing a pet. I have a lot of spam, brother. If I missed it, I'm sorry. I gotta check it out, Nate. You can always send it to me on Instagram. The spam is a lot easier to filter through on Instagram because I could easily pinpoint who's real and who's not. You get a lot of porn spam on Instagram. I don't know why.
Is it just your friends? So I forgot to mention something here before too many people leave. I mentioned a few times how I was the coach of my son's basketball team. We had our championship game.
Yeah.
We won our first game, got to the finals, got to the final game, and we couldn't pull it off. And so we came in second. But the way the playoffs were structured, it's going to be 3 games played. So the first game is the 1 seed versus the 4. Second game is the 2 versus the 3. And the last game is the winners of both games. So since we were the 2 seed, we played the middle game. So that means we had to play that game and then immediately play the championship game. So my kids were all tired, man. They were beat. And they had to play the best team in the league because they won their first game earlier. So it was already an uphill battle, but they fought hard. We came in second place. Kids are happy. So just want to report that.
Hey, you having a good time, huh? Doing this this coaching thing?
It's fun, man. It just teaches kids who run around in their driveways and in the basketball court just shooting basketball. It teaches them the fundamentals of how to play structured, organized basketball. So what rules, what you can and can't do as far as dribbling and the violations and all that stuff. It's pretty fun. My son, this is his first year doing it. I'm gonna do it every year, he says now.
That's a good workout.
Oh my God, it is, man. It is. And during practice, I'm playing with them, so I know what the damn workout is.
Nate, thank you, brother. Tribal Chief with the $2 Super Chat. TK, OTS has more views than AEW. OTS for life, pal. Yeah, they had a solid 4,000 in Kansas City tonight, so I guess that's good for AEW standards now. The standards keep getting lower and lower. DW Hurd with the $10 Super Chat. Tony Khan released a statement about Ray Phoenix's injury. No, he didn't. You guys got trolled. But thank you for being here, brother. Jason Correa with a $4.99. Hey, JD, what's up? I was thinking of watching World's End. Should I order it? And what's up, Jesse? How's the family? I'm going to leave that up to you, bro. Right now, nothing is catching my interest about World's End, so I would probably tell you no.
World's End, look. I'll tell you this. Wait, is this one? No, this is still in December. It's not going to be on Max yet, right?
No Max, no.
No Max. If you normally get the pay-per-views and you enjoy good wrestling, because I expect good wrestling, I just don't expect very good storytelling. But if you normally get the pay-per-views and you enjoy the good wrestling, then I would go ahead and get it. If not, just no.
Justin Hesse with a new membership. And Justin says with a $4.99, what a moment is the new greatest night in the history of our sport. Thanks, Shivani. And shout out to Mr. Hesse, who got a community sub. He gifted 1 community sub on Twitch, and he subscribed for 1 month. Thank you, brother. And thank you, Hollywood Eric 86, by giving 5 bits. He gave 5 bits on Twitch. Thank you, man. Justin, thank you, bro. Lewis, $4.99. The Ray Phoenix statement, brother, is fake. Hype Shooter with a $4.99. Hey, Tony, got a question. What happened to the grizzled young veterans? It's a good question. I don't think he signed them to AEW contracts, or maybe he did and forgot that he did. I don't know.
I got a lot of good questions. What happened to Deonna Purrazzo?
I don't know.
What happened to Wardlow?
I don't know.
What happened? I mean, just
too many wrestlers. Adam Khan, the real Khan, $50 Super Chat. JD, you are the man. Thank you, Adam. You are also the man. Zoidy with a new membership. Thank you, Zoidy. Marvin Malit with a 15. Hey, JD and Jesse, hope you're both well. Do you think MJF will end up on the WWE roster once his AEW contract is done? Who do you think his first feud will be with? Yes. And I don't know, but put him in the ring with Cody. Put him in the ring with Randy Orton. Put him in the ring with Roman Reigns. It's going to be generational.
What about Dominic Mysterio?
Put him in the ring with Punk. I'd love to see that again.
But wait, what about the tool that said that he's not as good as Dominic Mysterio?
Well, those people are not here tonight because I'm sure they've been banned for stupidity. Man of 1,005 holds with a $4 super chat. If the diamond ring is worth $500K, I would want it. And winter came and everyone ended up ice cold. Yeah.
What came first, Winter or Mina?
I would say Mina.
There you go.
I think that's a very easy answer. Someone in the chat says Hooligram says they are on Ring of Honor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, nobody watches Ring. What day does that come on?
Thursday.
Okay.
Learning Tree Jericho, 8131 with a $10 super chat. Cole and O'Reilly is a story and a match that always been must see, whether it was Ring of Honor or WWE. The fact that Tony's incompetence and his creative couldn't get the fans to care about a Cole O'Reilly match is criminal. Well, we always blame Tony. But the story here should have never even gotten this far because the original story of MJF and Adam Cole upon return didn't make sense. Why are we just beating a dead horse? I don't get it.
It was seriously shoehorned and forced.
Yeah.
You could have just left MJF alone, forgotten about this whole ordeal, and just brought Adam Cole back to have him deal with Roddy and Kyle and worry about MJF later. You just shoehorned him in for no reason whatsoever. None.
Miles Marable with the $4.99. These reviews went from serious concern for the company to just downright hilarious. I love it. Helps me get through my graveyard shift. OTS for life. Yeah, listen, man. We tried to involve some comedy into the show, whether you like it or not. I mean, that's up to you guys. But we're always at some point serious. I mean, what is that? I mean, it wasn't a terrible show tonight. So, I mean, when it's bad, you guys are gonna know. But still, nothing makes sense, and we still call out the good, we still call it the bad, but it's just a boring fucking show. The one thing you don't want to be is boring, and that's what they are right now. They're fucking boring. I don't know what else to say.
The product is cold, so coming out and giving us just a mediocre show, it's not going to instill any excitement.
No.
So we were just hoping for right now. They need a banger show. They need something to be knocked out of the park. Okay is not good for them right now.
No.
They need to tear this shit up.
No. Thank you, Miles. Apex with the $1.99. Womp Jackass is definitely Tony's burner account. Well, I mean, we know Tony's kind of incompetent and fucking stupid, but I mean, he's even got to know that I cover WWE on a weekly basis. Come on now. Boldio Claudio. Oh, that guy is bald with a $5 super chat. Shinsuke Nakamura hasn't been over the limit with the crowd ever since he stops being under the influence of boogs. By the way, his new theme, what the fuck is that? I actually quite like his theme.
Is awesome.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Claudio.
What is wrong with that guy?
His look, his presentation, his music is great. Everything else, I really couldn't care for.
This is the best Nakamura has looked since NXT.
The Ashen Chevalier with a $5 super chat. The memorable part of Mariah's title reign is her and Mina shaking their tatas. Yes. There is one, and has nothing to do with wrestling. Sidro, 27 months. He says, how do you embarrass an archaeologist? Give him a used tampon and ask him which period it came from. Jesse never laughs at these jokes, man. Love you, JD and Jesse. I like that one, Sidro. Thank you, bro. Main event, 81. With a 25 months. Tony McMahon loves his toys. This winter is coming was ice cold. Glad I only watch highlights. Thank you, main event. Joey Taylor with a $5 super chat. JD, Jesse, I'm not convinced Tony is running AEW. I'm convinced Tony is giving those two jackasses, RJ and Will, to run his company into the ground.
That's your opinion. I don't know why this is why I was in that comment saying that you guys just listen to whatever JD said. No one has any concrete fucking evidence as to what anyone is doing back there creative.
Bro, as far as I'm concerned, they are his Bruce and Johnny.
The only concrete evidence that we know is that TK has final say over everything. As far as we know, he could be coming up with everything and shooting down everything that Will Washington says. But you guys are just blaming him just because you're bored and like it and trolls. I don't know. Tony deserves all that shit. I don't know. How can you just openly blame someone else for some shit and you don't even know if they did it or not?
Everybody's guilty by association.
No, they're not.
To me, they are.
And to your followers who just blindly follow you, to them too.
They don't combat anything he says. I can guarantee that.
No, you can't.
Zoid, we did it with Vince. We did the same thing. Say the same thing with Tony Khan. Not going to change a fucking flick.
Think about it with Vince. When Vince was in power and Vince was in charge, you think Triple H wasn't trying to tell Vince the right thing to do creatively? But look what got through. Nothing.
Triple H said nothing.
Triple H said nothing.
He said nothing.
So the good spots that did get through, that was Vince's doing. That wasn't Triple H putting that in his ear.
Could have been. I don't know. Which Triple H we talking about? Pre-heart attack or post-heart attack?
It's not rocket science. They are helping. Okay. Well, you guys know the truth. So there you go.
Sidro with the $2 super chat. New Indiana Jones game is a 10 out of 10, 40-hour plus game. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it comes to PS5. I don't have an Xbox, and I just downloaded Path of Exile too. So Zoid, yeah,
there's new Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's great. It looks great. Yeah. Zoid with the $2 super chat. Any chance Punk main eventing WrestleMania? Small chance, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Don Parker with a $5 super chat. Have to show my appreciation to JD and Jesse for what is always a great Wednesday night show. Thank you both. Thank you, brother. We got the best Wednesday night show in the space. There is legitimately nobody else that does what we do. Nobody. The Abyss, $4.99. Mario stuff and the sicko voice had me laughing out loud at work while looking like an idiot. You were on one tonight, JD. Thanks for making me laugh, guys. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Glad I can make you laugh, Abyss. Sarit Mohanty. Rose, which all free agents or indie guys do you think can boost the weak NXT men's roster? All of them. That men's side is terrible, Sarit. It's terrible. We don't know where Josh Alexander's going. Jordan Grace is probably going to the main roster. I could see Josh Alexander going to NXT. Joe Hendry, I could see on NXT.
They get Josh?
He is a free agent in January.
Oh, who the fuck does TNA have left? Dolph?
Mike Santana.
You got Moose still, right?
Moose, yeah.
I still didn't agree with taking the title off of Moose for Dolph. But I get it. They wanted a big name. I get it.
Hollywood guy. $5 super chat. JD, just my opinion. Do you think that Wardlow will be in the WWE soon? He is missing. TK needs to find him or release him. Bring back the Bearcat. I don't know what's going on with Wardlow, man. For all we know, he's going to get fucking injury time tacked on top of his contract, too, because he was out with an injury, and that's what they do. Guy's in fucking purgatory, man. Bizzle is back with a 5. Why Roddy isn't coming to stop Marina? Yeah, this creative is garbage. Why would he stop Marina?
Why? I mean, you've seen his wife. Like, she whoop his ass, too.
I know.
She's doing her own thing, you know?
Theme Parks and Things with Johnny with 25 months. Could be a breakout wrestler for 2025. If not, it's okay. But really enjoyed Natalia Markova. Natalia Markova. She's a great worker. Seen her work hog in NWA matches. She is amazing. She is okay, in my opinion. Maybe she's gotten better last time we haven't used her or called upon her for hog for a couple of years, but she was okay when we got her. I don't think she was anything completely special.
That's not Natalia, is it?
No, Natalia Markova. No.
Natalia did get a release, right?
Natalia Neidhart?
Yeah.
No, she's in the Intercontinental title tournament.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I thought she got released with the other wave of releases.
No. Apex with a $1.99. Could Warner Brothers force Tony to get other people in creative? If they were smart, they would. Sidro, why don't skeletons fight? They don't have the guts.
It's like a dead joke.
And Saran Mohanty, did you see Meltzer's recent report of TK booking only winners and losers? The pro wrestling and timing of matches are booked by the talents themselves. Means talent can book long, high-risk matches always.
No, they can't. Somebody has to manage the time of the show.
I don't. Tony just books the winners and losers. What?
I don't believe that.
Come on, man.
No. They have to manage the time allotted for the show and the commercial breaks and everything else. They have to have the time management down to the T. You just can't leave it to the talent the whole match.
Guys, that is what we're going to end with, man. I don't believe that story for a second. But thank you guys very much for all of your support here on the podcast. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. We are 200 subscribers away from 164,000 subscribers. You guys are great. Go check out all the other content on the channel. Check out last night's Tuesday Night Titans with the Solid Monster and myself. It's live now. Monday night, we were live as well. Bunch of videos, and I'll probably have more tomorrow. Don Park with a $5 super chat. Have to ask, will Cheeseburger get to Norman Smiley's level as a jobber? No. He will not. Anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow with more Extra, and then Friday night, SmackDown, and then Saturday night's main event live right here on Off the Script. Leave a comment down below, and make sure you guys hit that thumbs up as always. And I'll see you right back here with more on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.